Welcome to this actual play of DL6 Northern Source DireLands Adventure One Shot. My name is Adam, and I'm your storyteller. DireLands is a dark fantasy system agnostic campaign setting I created, and DL6 Basic is the stripped down game system I designed specifically for DireLands. It features a basic roll high on 3d6 game mechanic with an innovative trauma system where the trauma or damage you receive actually lowers your chances of success in the game. Now, we are being joined by two of our fantastic players today. Unfortunately, two people couldn't join us, so that's why we're doing this one shot. Welcome to Northern Source. When Piotr and Aelene returned from their adventure with the Bretons and Freebirds, the group's handler, Brent Gadd, decided to dig a little bit deeper into the northern source of the void silt drug. He decided to send Aelene and Bosco to the Gilded Mortar to see if Cole Srax will give them any information. It has been a couple weeks since the Bretons have left Trinicius, so he hopes there isn't any immediate danger. So, your favorite alchemist is your first stop. I think he might be my favorite NPC of this whole campaign. What do you guys want to head straight there? You want to do something else? What do you think?
Yeah, let's head straight there.
All right. So as you're passing along the busy streets, you get to the Alchemist Quarter, and you see the Gilded Mortar up ahead. A couple people are leaving, a little bit older looking. They have sort of bandanas wrapped around their heads as they exit. Some of them cinch up their cloaks a little bit tighter. You're looking outside. There's no rain. There's not even really a cloud in the sky. It's just like a nice bluebird day. You're hearing the seagulls who are sort of frequenting the ports at various times of the day. A lot of busy, just side conversations happening throughout the streets. Just a very vibrant day, and it feels like a great day. So no real reason for people to be covering themselves, unless maybe it's shame. But in either case, they leave the Gilded Mortar, and it looks like you're the only ones entering it. As you open the door, you hear the familiar chiming sound, and with his back facing you, Cole sort of shouts over his shoulder, "I'll be right with you!" And he sort of finishes putting something together in some sort of bundle and keeping it in front of his body away from view of the door where you guys are standing, and he walks around the other side of it. Sorry, this is kind of loud. He walks around the other side of the counter, puts whatever it is down below the counter, puts his hands flat on the counter, almost smacking them loudly. "Oh, it's you, a Flelian, isn't it?"
Aelene?
"Oh, yes, of course, Aelene. What can I do for you?" So just to be very, very clear about why you guys were sent here, Brent Gadd, your guys' bounty handler, he wanted to learn about the northern source of the void silt drug, where it's coming from in the north. And since really the only person that you all know who deals with the drug, being Cole Srax, this old man, this alchemist, that's why he sent you here, to try to find out the source of the drug. So what can I do for you?
How do you spell the drug name again?
Oh, it's void silt, VOID space SILT, silt.
Okay.
So.
Okay, I'm going to defer to my partner. He can explain things much better.
Good day.
Oh, really? He leans over more than he needs to, just to sort of emphasize your short stature. He's like,
Exactly.
"Oh, little hobbit. What can I do for you?"
Good day. We're here to get a little something.
Oh? Do you have any goiters? Perhaps a mole you need removed?
No, I was looking for more of a substance.
Oh, you mean some
Or
nicotine or tobacco? That's really not my area of expertise.
Nothing of this sort. I was looking for more of something that involves void.
I'm sorry, Voight?
Void of silt.
Oh, I don't deal in anything like that. You must be misinformed. You see, that's illegal, and I am a law-abiding citizen of Trinicius.
I place few gold onto the counter.
Like, you realize that you could become addicted if you take this. Are you sure someone of your stature wants to become addicted? The horrible things you'll do to get a fix. You won't be able to look your mother in the eye anymore.
That's not for me. Someone's willing to pay a big price. I'm just the carrier. But we are up north. We do operate mostly up north. And I was curious if you could point us in a direction of a dealer that's up north as well, because he wants some of the substance now while we're visiting town for now.
He sort of hobbles around the counter to the front door, locks it, and turns around. All right, get out, spit it out. What is it that you're looking for?
We're just trying to figure out who sells the substance up north, so that
I
patron.
don't really know. I don't ever get... I get everything through handlers. I've never dealt with any original source, if that's what you're looking for. Aelene, you dealt a little bit with the Freebirds. They traditionally are the smugglers that bring it into town, so that would be my only real guess. Are you sure you would want to tangle with them again, though?
Is that who you get your source from?
Not directly, but since they bring it in, or at least they, as far as I know, they pick it up from the docks from someone who brings it in. They distribute it out throughout the various regions. I really can't be any more helpful than that. But again, you didn't hear any of this from me. I could perhaps help you a little bit more if you would be willing to help me out. See, my back aches in my advanced age, and I can't really do the deliveries that I would normally do. And I do have some people that need some unguents. Would you perhaps deliver the unguents on my behalf, and I might be able to give you a location to find the information you seek?
I look at Bosco, double check if he's okay with that, because I wouldn't be going alone.
She looks over at Bosco, or he looks over at Bosco too.
Where would we be taking the deliveries to?
Oh, it would just be a few places around town. It's not a big deal. Some elderly people who can't really travel very well. The unguents that I put together, it actually does remarkable effects of calming the nerves and relaxing the body and muscles. And, they really seem to enjoy it.
We could put it in the carriage.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, this is so great. Thank you so much. As soon as you come back with the money, I will tell you what you need to know. Let me prepare some packages for you. And he wanders in his back room, and he's sort of calling out from the back room. The smells are sort of hitting you guys, especially with the door closed and locked. You're just getting this almost claustrophobic vibe from being in here. It's all just sort of compounding between the fermented bodies of various critters and cheeses. You're getting all sorts of like eyeballs in sort of these jars that seem to be turning and just looking at you as if they're sentient, but they couldn't possibly be, so it's just a little unnerving. You've got like sort of bats hanging, so they can just like use them, like the heads or the tails or the wings as needed, but it's just a dead bat just hanging down with like, sage and rosemary and basil and like bundles of different herbs and spices, just filling this entire room with this pungent odor that you, at this point, Aelene, are used to. This is actually the first time that Bosco's ever been in here, so it's a little bit unnerving to you. And he's just sort of shouting back, just make sure you avoid the city guards is all I'd say, for your own safety, really. The unguents, well, he sort of comes out from the back, moving this big line of hanging beads to part so that he can come out. Some disagree with the legality of my unguents. And he puts 3 packages, just stacking them one on another. They look like they're folded in just like a little leaf with a little hemp rope like tied around them. And he hands you just a little scrap of what looks like a used parchment. On one side, it looks like it's gotta be like some sort of poster that was once hanging on a city or something. But on the back side, he has addresses for the 3 people that you need to drop it off to. But seriously, if you are caught by the city guards, you didn't get these from me.
Don't worry, my lips are sealed.
Very good. I heard that about you hobbitses, is you're good at sealing your mouths. Some sort of racial trait or something? No? Perhaps if you ever died, would you allow me to examine your body? For science, of course.
My body's not much different than a human's. I'm just shorter with pointier ears.
Well, we surmise, but perhaps the hairy feet stem from a gland that I might be able to reverse engineer into helping bald men grow hair on their heads. Perhaps your pointy ears could regrow fingers that might have been bitten off by rats around the lower portions of the cities. There's all sorts of reasons to study corpses.
I'll keep your offer in mind.
Thank you very much. I've never examined a hobbit's corpse, so I really do. I am quite interested. Not that I wish you any ill, of course, but
Next time I slice up a pineapple.
perhaps, Aelene, you could bring his body to me if he does in fact perish.
We'll talk about it.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I look forward to seeing you back. Each of them should be giving you 5 silver pieces, so that's 15 silver pieces. And upon receipt, then I will let you know where you can find your answers.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So basically, this is just a skill check, a skill challenge. So we have to get you to deliver these 3 items before a guard tries to stop you for no real reason, just random stops. The only real threat of this is that the Hobbit, he could prompt a stop because this is a majority human city, and it's not like hobbits are looked down on, but the guards are, nosy. And if you are found with contraband, you could end up going to jail. So there's the possible danger inherent in this. So let's start with skill check of just your traveling. So we're going to start with spirit. Hold on, let me pod this down a bit. That's kind of loud.
So at this point in time, I wouldn't have any physical or mental trauma?
Right, everything's 100%.
Okay.
No one has any trauma.
I just wanted to make sure because I do have physical trauma.
Maybe make a note on what you had because it'll be affected when we start the last session of the current game. So just, write down somewhere. But in this is before that, so you don't have any trauma. So, let's do some spirit checks. I'm going to have the guards. Oh, let's see. Where's our guards? City guards. Where are our guards? Sorry, I should have had this a little more nailed down. I can't seem to locate the guards. the assassins, the trolls.
I'm
Got to be.
perfectly fine with there not being any guards.
Me too.
Okay, I'll use the Night Watchman traits. All right, so go ahead and do a spiritual. So basically what you're doing is you're just trying to act normal, walk through the city like a regular citizen without arising any suspicion at all. So the first one, Bosco fails. Aelene, you're fine. You're moving through, and you deliver the first package. Bosco, as you're walking through the...
I'm going to re-roll the 1.
As the halfling. For your luck?
Yep,
Nice.
I got it too. So much of a difference.
Unfortunately, that's still under theirs. So he still comes up to you as you're going to deliver yours, and he's like, "What do you have there, little halfling?"
Just tea leaves.
Teething?
Tea leaves.
Teethings? I better have a look. Hand it over.
As I'm about to hand it over, I quickly uppercut him in the nuts and sprint away.
Okay. So what's your physical score?
3.
All right, his is 4. So I'm going to see if he notices that you're going to try to jump him. So I need you to give me a spiritual check to see if you can bluff that you're not going to hit him while you're hitting him, like a surprise attack, basically. And he's going to see if he can intuit that with his spirit roll.
Yeah, he sees.
You're rolling 2 1s. Oh my gosh. You're not doing great. You're like, look down at your foot, look at his groin, and then you start to move. All right, so we're at initiative. He's first. He clearly knows that you're going to do something, so he's going to try to just grab a hold of you. So give me your equipment armor check, and he got a 18. You don't have any armor, so just go ahead and give me a physical check. Wow. So he grabs a hold of you for his turn. He's like, "You're not going anywhere, little halfling. Hand over your package, or I'll have to take you to jail. You know what they do to little hobbits in jail, don't you?" Sort of wags one finger at you. So go ahead and do your attack roll.
They have me make sure they don't have stuff in people's anal cavities.
Ew. So your physical roll to hit him was a 10. With his banded mail, he got a 12. Even with 2... Oh, you got a 6 on physical, too. So you go up and you go to kick him. He sort of closes his legs, and you end up hitting his knee. He has a hold of you still, so if you want to try to break free, we're going to have to do that on the next turn. So on the next round, again, he has a physical, and he has a hold of you. So he's just going to try to punch you right in the face to try to sort of knock you out or pacify you a little bit. So go ahead and give me a physical roll to avoid the punch. He comes in with a 13 to punch you. With a 15, you duck your head out of the way. The fist goes right past your head. What do you do?
As he's leaning over and his face is closer to me, I'm just going to punch him square on the nose.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your physical. He got a 16. So you got a 13 to punch him. You hit him, but you sort of hit the armor, like build up right around his neck, missing his nose, and it doesn't really do any damage to him. At this point, I think your best bet might be to try to break away if you're going to continue trying to fight him. For his turn, he's definitely going to just move in and try to punch you again. "Why, little halfling, you're going to pay for that!" And he tries to punch you with a 12. You duck out of the way again! Hold on, this is really loud. I gotta pod this down too. Sorry about that, guys. And go ahead, it's your turn. Are you going to try to break away? You're going to try to hit him? What do you want to do?
Yep, I'm going to break away.
Okay, so it's just a contested... Ooh, that's a nice roll. This is a contested physical roll. Ties go to the heroes. So you rip his arm off, and you can move half your move, whatever that may be, away from him. All right, Aelene. Let's do, as Bosco is running from one of the guards throughout the city, he's yelling, "Get that halfling!" You're sort of on your own, delivering one of them. You're coming back. You hear this. Do you want to get involved, or do you want to deliver the last package?
I will get involved.
What are you going to do?
Either play the damsel in distress or okay,
I have
how
no
far
idea
away
what
am
he's doing. We'll say you're about 25 feet as they're running past you. By the time you get there to do some action, you see them running up the street, but the guard is about 25 feet away from you.
Okay. I still have something on me too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta keep that in mind.
What are you thinking?
Okay, well, I don't remember what it's called, but I do remember that I have some arrows that are like blunt,
Right.
like knock somebody, but
Okay.
not. I'm not good thinking on my feet, but that's the first thing I could think of. I'm
Okay.
gonna
So you pull out
try
your
to.
blunted arrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to like hide myself a little bit though,
Right.
and try to like knock him out or something.
Okay. What's your physical score?
4.
4? Okay, so you're going to go first. So go ahead and give me an attack roll. He is unaware of you, but he does have armor on. So this is going to be only with a +1 instead of a +2. So he got a 12.
He has a helmet on. Okay, so I roll my bow and.
Yep. Whoa! So you pull, aim, breathe for a second, loose your arrow, just whoosh, fly straight toward him. And what's the damage on that? It's 2, right?
Yes.
So with his armor, he absorbs one of those. He takes one, sort of knocks him in the back of the head. With his physical, he's able to stay on his feet, but he's clearly dazed. And Bosco, you rush ahead of him, unaware that any of this is actually happening as you're sort of ducking, trying to get away from him. He's going to stop and try to turn around and see if he can locate who did that. You did mention that you were hiding, so go ahead and give me a spiritual check for your attack. Oh my gosh! He got a 19 to see.
Ah!
So he turns, and people are like stepping out of the way, so it's like a straight view line to you. He's like, You just hit me with an arrow! You're gonna pay for that, missy! And he starts moving toward you for his turn. Now, I said they were 25 feet away. He only has a half move of 15, so he's moving towards you, and he's actually unsheathing his sword at this point. So now he's 10 feet away from you. Bosco, you're up. What are you going to do?
Did I hear him shout that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna throw my throwing knife and dome with the help.
Okay. Yeah, give me a physical check. This is going to be one less, so it's a 12 for him.
I got a 13.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was a 13 for him. I mixed up Bosco and Bressus Night Watchman. Okay, so his is 13. Tie goes to the heroes. So you throw your dagger, just knocks him right on the back of the head. The damage for that is 2, right?
1.
So it should be a default of 1 plus 1 for the actual weapon. So 1 damage is
On roll
absorbed.
5 it says 2.
Yeah. On oh yes.
Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong one, I think.
It does say 1 on there, yeah. So he absorbs 1 point because it's from behind. He doesn't have his shield bonus, so he only takes 1 damage. Make sure that says 2 on your throwing knife instead of 1 for your physical number next to it. Just because it's default of 1, having the equipment is a +1 to it.
Okay.
And then, so you hit him in the back of the head. He staggers forward again. Let's see. He sort of drops down to a knee at this point, grabbing the back of his head. He does have a little sort of skull cap type helmet, but it's not metal. It's sort of like a hardened, like a boiled leather. So he's sort of grabbing it. He turns around to see who threw it. Were you trying to hide it all, Bosco?
No.
Okay, so he turns to look at you. He's like, "You're gonna pay for that." Oh God. And he's clearly in pain. He's going to take a beat on his next turn just to sort of rally himself. What do you two want to do on your next turn?
Lead.
What?
Run away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you both scatter and just sort of leave him. All the people are like walking up to him. "Are you okay? Is everything all right?" He's like, "Stop! Go grab them if you want to help me. I'm fine. Sort of grabbing his head, looking around, and he picks up the dagger. And though none of you can hear it, he's like, "I'm going to find you, and I'm going to make you pay." All right. So let's do the last spirit check for you to deliver the last unguent. Nice roll. You get there, you're evading all of the guards. The old lady that opens the door, "Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. I love this stuff." She opens the package right in front of you before she gives you any money. Takes a hit of it, and it smells kind of skunky to you, and she digs her hand in it. She sort of rubs it up on her shoulders and on her neck, and the smell that comes off is just straight THC, sort of skunky smell. It's just, making her feel really, she's like, this is wonderful. Bless your souls. She sort of wraps it back up and ties it. "Have a lovely day." And she tries to close the door without paying.
I put my door.
"Oh, yes? Is there anything else?"
Payment, please.
"Oh, of course. Silly of me. My advanced age, I tend to forget things." She walks over to a little pouch, pulls out coppers. "Now that was 5 copper? Is that correct?"
5 gold?
Well, it was actually silver.
Oh, silver. 5 silver.
Silver? Oh, it's expensive. Okay. I hope I have enough. I'm on a fixed income, you understand. I'm so hungry. I don't have a lot of money, and I still have to go shopping, and I'm not sure I have enough. If I pay you the 5 silver. 1. Oh, I have to feed my cat. I'm going to have to get milk. Here's another silver. I'm probably not going to be able to get the milk for the cat. You understand? 3. And she's going through this system of just trying to guilt you into giving it to her for free. It's clearly not working. So she ends up giving you the 5 silver. "Have a good day. Thank you."
You too.
Before we do continue, are you actually live? Because I'm looking at the Eviliv play and it doesn't say live and I'm not seeing any video.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
What?
I don't see you actually live.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm showing it's live. Let me look. Now you got me all wondering. I don't know. Hey, people, are we live or are we not live? What's going on? YouTubes.
Because I'm not seeing any actively live videos and it's not saying that you're live.
Well, I know that on Twitch it's live. On YouTube, it says it's live. I'm not seeing it live either. What the hell? Let me check something really quick. Thanks for the heads up. Sorry, people. Just give me 1 sec. Oh, I know. Why was it unlisted? It's being broadcast unlisted for some reason. I'm not sure I can adjust this while we're live. Let me look. Public. So I don't know. I hope that ends up fixing it.
Yep. I see
Okay.
it now.
Well, sorry, people who were trying to watch and like, there is no live show. I just had it set on unlisted for some insane reason. That was totally my mistake. So hopefully now you can see our lovely faces in our lovely adventure. And if you can't, maybe it was fate. I don't know. All right. Well, now there's people watching, so now you got to be really, really on point. So she closes the door. You have all of the money that you needed to go back to him.
Okay.
What do you do? You go back?
I'm feeling remorse because it is an illegal substance that she is paying for.
Yeah.
And I lost a dagger.
Yeah.
And Aelene lost an arrow.
Yeah. This is coming at a price. And you know that guard is out there looking for you guys.
Yes, we do need to be careful.
But we're going to make our way back to the shop just so that we could hand in the payment and get the rest of the information.
Okay. So
Little
one
stealthy.
last... let's do one last combined stealth roll, or I'm sorry, spirit roll. So you can try to use back alleys and sneak out. You have great rolls. So yeah, you are just...
Makes up for last week.
Yeah. You're guiding Bosco around. You're like, no, come this way, come this way. And you go through the back alleys. You eventually get back to the shop. And as you enter, he's like, how did it go?
Fairly smooth.
Wonderful. Can I have the money, please?
Yes.
You didn't let them talk you out of paying, did you? Everyone's trying to get a deal. Very good. Good.
Okay.
You know what? Because you did such a good job, I'm going to give you some unguent on the house. If you've never tried it before, it's great for aches and pains. If you've got swollen joints, just rub a little bit on it. It's really great for you. He just slides over a little package to you. It's like, all right, well, you wanted to know about what again?
Where we could find...
Oh, yes. And he's like waving his hand in front of you. Okay, whoa. So, I can't tell you anything that I don't know. And what I do know is that last time you came with your little gnome friend, you kind of messed up my supplies, my deliveries for a couple weeks, actually. And from what I hear, the Freebirds had to move their location. They ended up moving from that old burned-down chapel into some woods. So you're going to have to go search through the webbed woods in Hyatt Sill. It's a valley just to the south of Freen Glade, where they used to hold up. But they would be the ones that would know some sort of northern information.
Okay.
Interesting.
Appreciate that.
What was the name of the location?
It's called the Webbed Woods. Not sure why. Maybe it's next to water, and it's got, I don't know, webbed fingers or something. I don't know. Strange trees, perhaps.
Do they have a facility or?
I'm not sure. I just heard a rumor that that's where they've been holding up. You see, your friend Aelene here and her little gnomish friend, I believe they destroyed their last hideout. Single-handedly, as the rumors go.
Good to know. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you very much for the information, and we'll take our leave.
Wonderful. Good luck. So you have some unguent. You have the Webbed Woods as a location that you're going to be going to, and you all both know of this area. Give me a mental check to see how much you know about it. So Bosco, you know that this is actually it's believed to be haunted, but the reality is just it's completely consumed with spiders. Like, it's a huge spider den. And so why anyone would want to go in there is beyond your understanding. But you know that you're going to be facing, if you stay in there for any amount of time, you're going to be facing spiders.
Aelene does not like spiders.
Perfect. Lots of spiders everywhere. So it's going to take you about a day to get there. If you just go out the main city gates and take the King's Road as if you're going towards Valcaston, you're just going to veer off after like half a day's journey toward the actual woods themselves. So it's a pretty safe route. I mean, the King's Road is as safe as you can get. So if you guys want to head out immediately, you can. If you guys want to sort of get equipment, you know, anything that you would think you're going to want to use, you can do that now. What do you want to do?
Well, our lost equipment can be regained through the corpses of our foes.
Grave robber.
It's just utilizing what the dead will no longer use.
Right?
They're not going to use a dagger. Or
You're really
a-
quiet. I got to boost up your audio. Can you get an audio check from you?
Test.
Why are you so quiet? One more. I've got you on
Test,
full
test.
blast.
Let me play around with my settings real quick.
All right.
Is that
What
better?
is this world's version of spider spray?
Nah. So they don't really have like a spider spray or anything like that. I mean, there's like old wives' tales, you know, about how to like keep insects off of you by rubbing, you know, some sort of herbs on your skin that are sort of pungent that keep the bugs away. But there's no like insect spray or anything like
It's quite simple. It's called hopes and dreams.
that. Yeah, there's that too.
I think I'll try this old wives' tale just in case.
Okay. So I mean, you can either use like sage or peppermint or, you know, just something that's like really potent smell to keep them off, and it's not going to make you smell bad or anything. It's just going to make you smell like the herb.
Okay.
So you like rub it all over yourself, make sure you're nice and covered even before you've left the city.
Have a little extra to reapply.
Right. Okay.
It's
And
such a what? You need to relax a little.
what about you, Bosco? Are you going to do anything?
Nope.
All right. So do you guys want to head out, or
all the time?
you guys ready to head out?
Other than you, I don't have any other preparations. Do you need anything, Aelene, before we go on our department?
I think I'm as good as I'm gonna get.
All right.
So she already knows about the spiders.
I don't know, Bosco. Did you tell her?
No.
Because I don't know that you know that she has a phobia of spiders or anything.
No, I wouldn't.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say
I'm
anything.
just preparing for regular bugs then.
Okay. That's fine.
Those pesky mosquitoes.
Right.
Yes.
Midges and mosquitoes. All right, so you guys head out in the early afternoon after you've dealt with all the shenanigans in the city. You're heading down the King's Road. You're seeing all sorts of walks of life moving past you, you know, in both directions. Some of them on large horses, some of them like actual knights moving across towards, you know, a new city. Some people are arriving with these little carts that are being pulled by, you know, the sort of father and mother as kids are sitting in the back of them sort of giggling and laughing. You've got merchant caravans coming in and out of the city with all sorts of different types of trade supplies and merchandise. I mean, this is a bustling capital of the nation, and so this is a wildly busy road. The worst you have to check for are pickpockets and, you know, that sort of thing. But you don't run into any of that on your particular journey here. About right before, you know, it starts getting into late afternoon, you have to leave the road to head directly toward the woods. And you know that it's going to take a couple more hours to get there, but you should get there conveniently around twilight. So it'll be nice and dark for you when you arrive. You end up getting to the haunted forest known as the Webbed Woods, and you are standing in the dark outside the trail that leads directly up to it.
Curiosity, this is above table. Did the bounty handler tell us why we're looking for Void split.
The void silt. So
Yeah,
the
void silt.
drug is being sold all across the city, but it's also being used to bribe some people in positions of power. And that's like sort of the point of our main campaign. And so as soon as it was discovered that this drug was coming into the town in the first one shot, then now your handler is just curious about where it's coming from. Maybe he could use that information to barter some sort of jobs or positioning, for you guys in your group later on if you knew where it was coming from. So this is really just information for information's sake. It might benefit you down the road. So, Aelene, you're a hunter, but you're a human. I'm not a hunter, but you're a ranger, but you're a human. So you don't have any infravision. It is dark. You, Bosco, do have infravision. You've got about 60-foot infravision. So you can see a ways much better than Aelene can. What are you guys going to do for light?
I'm wondering if it's better if I don't see too clearly. If we're entering the spider territory.
Right.
I see Aelene pulling out a torch. I just pat the torch back down. Down.
It's best if you don't know.
I'll guide you.
Okay. And then I'm just going to reach up, grab her slave, and drag her along as we continue.
Okay. So it is going to be hard to see, but go ahead and move to where you want to move.
You said it was south?
No, it's going to be north from where you are right now
Okay,
to get
so
into the
that
woods.
would be that direction.
For some reason, my screen's really dark compared to
Yeah,
what I see on yours.
it's supposed to be because you're human and you can't see.
Oh no, a lot darker than yours.
Oh, I know.
But-
It's supposed to be.
Oh.
It's
yeah,
all based
okay,
on
I
your
get it now.
individual character.
Okay. So
I just see
I'm
a lot
letting
more.
him move me. Okay.
I can't move her character, so can you move her character with me?
You just move him up or move your character up as Bosco moves.
Are you able to see my character?
It's
I see
really hard to see.
Just enough. Okay, I'll try to follow.
Really funny.
So move your character about 15 feet north. Or
This
up.
is pretty prohibitive. I mean,
50 feet where?
15
Oh.
feet up.
can you see 15 feet to move up?
Wait, am I by him?
No,
Oh no.
I'm not seeing you move at all.
Oh what?
Oh, it just took a minute.
Oh,
There you
okay.
Right on the dot.
Okay.
So
I'm
it's-
by you, right?
Yep.
I'm like
Yep.
filling
You're
her
like, that
out.
is you, right? Please let that be you.
Don't worry, it's me. Right this way, as I'm using my voice to help guide her while speaking softly and dragging her slave.
So you get up to the front, and immediately what you're seeing is what used to be some sort of barrier that was put together that's been shattered and broken apart. It looks like there's a bunch of sort of signs showing "Don't enter here." There's no language being shown, just X's. But as you're getting up here, you're seeing some, sort of broken crates and a broken fencing, a bunch of sandbags sort of piled up. It looks like there was some sort of situation that happened.
Well, that situation isn't now, and I'm going to continue forward, and I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
Getting harder to see.
Oh, yeah. I mean, remember, Bosco, you are a magic user.
Over.
Okay.
But turning on a light would only give my position away for anyone who can't see in the dark.
Okay. As you guys are getting in there, you're hearing the natural sounds of the forest, the wind rustling the trees and the branches scraping and clattering together is giving this eerie atmosphere. You're hearing the natural, like, hoo-hoo of owls and the skittering of rodents. You hear a chipmunk sort of chittering off in the distance in the dark, but it's just quiet. The darkness is just oppressive, as if it's pushing down on you, closing out any light that the moon or the moons at one time were actually providing. It's getting darker and darker.
Aelene's putting a lot of faith in Bosco.
Yeah.
Trying to stay calm.
You can definitely hear your own heartbeat. It sounds like everyone should be able to hear it because it's so loud. Not necessarily because you're terrified in the moment, but just because there's so much what ifs, what's out there, what's going on, where are we? Are we even in the right place?
As I'm crossing over the roots that are sticking out of the ground, I say, start lifting your feet a little bit higher. I just inform Aelene to watch her step due to the roots.
Right. Looks like there's a couple different directions that you could be going in at this point. You're choosing to go to the left?
Yep, I'm going around the trees because...
There's trees?
Well, I did warn you there was tree roots, so...
Oh, yeah, okay. Can
Very
we turn the
dark.
music down just a little?
What's that?
Can we turn the music down just a little so
Oh,
I can
yeah.
hear him better?
You can turn it down on your end.
Oh.
All you have to do is go to the jukebox tab, which is the fourth one, or dead center. And you... Actually, no, it's going to be in the settings tab, the far right one. Audio and video, and turn it to whatever you please.
Oh, right, the master music.
Oh no. Gotta catch up.
Bosco's on the move. All right, it looks like you can go northeast, northwest, or south. As you open up into this small area, the light breaks through, the light from the moons breaks through a little bit the canopy, illuminating the ground, but without being able to really see, the ranger can't really examine the ground or areas.
Oh no.
Looks
And
like
I'm not really looking at the ground either.
Oh no, I looked away. Uh-oh.
Move forward 25 feet.
Okay.
Where'd you go? I can't see you.
And I'm
Hilarious.
here.
So you're like feeling like branches and rocks around you as you're walking by, doing your best to find him as he moves ahead of you, stumbling over
Oh, no.
rocks and roots.
I'm actively holding on to her sleeve.
Ah.
Just guiding her. That's a big mushroom.
At this point,
Sorry.
you're feeling like it's kind of a maze that you're going through. You must have gone in a full circle by now.
Nope, because I don't recognize that mushroom.
That's a new mushroom. As you start moving up toward that area, Bosco, you're starting to hear what sounds like scuffling and like the heavy breathing of a human voice. Like, that sort of sound.
Well, if I'm hearing it, Aelene definitely hears it.
As you're bringing her up behind you, she is also now starting to hear it. It just sounds like it's coming north from the north of you somewhere.
I'm gonna... From this spot, would I? see the people.
From with your night vision, yes. So you see actually on top of one of the large mushrooms this gigantic spider, and it is actively like it's got its forelegs up and it's like striking out, and you see its head moving forward, and you see this what looks like a human sort of scavenger looking person. His clothes are all dirty and torn, and he's got blood in some areas. A little hard for you to tell, but he's doing his best to fight this creature off. He's got a scimitar, and he's just sort of swinging it like, get back, no, and doing his best just to stay alive. He hasn't seen or noticed either of you at all.
Okay. I whisper to Aelene, about 30 feet ahead, 16 feet to the left. There's going to be a creature.
Do they look friendly?
Now.
Can we avoid them?
If you want to let someone die.
Well, if they don't look friendly, I don't know.
Nah.
The creature does. The creature doesn't look friendly.
Oh, the creature. Okay.
Creature definitely doesn't look friendly.
I'm having to completely trust you right now.
About 16 feet to the left. About 23 feet to the front.
Yeah, that's not really going to do her any good because she can't see anything.
I have my dagger in my hand, but I can't see much, so.
Well, you might as well. I'm going to pull out a torch, light it, hand it to Aelene, and then I'm going to rush over and
All right, hold on.
protect the spider.
Let me do the torch light. So Aelene, as the light of the torch brightens up, he sort of hands it over to you. And then let's get an initiative if you're going to be getting yourself involved into this.
I can see some of the screen now.
I'm not blind. That's
Entirely.
the trouble with vision. All right, so he has a 4. So let me. Aelene, your physical is 4, right? Your straight, yeah.
Let me double check. Yes.
And Bosco, yours is 3.
Yes.
That guy's is 4, and that thing's is 5. Wow, my whole thing is messed up. 5. Oh, nope. Already got him. 5. There. All right, so first up is this web spinner. You see it sort of rearing forward, and it goes forward as if to lunge and strike at the individual that's standing there. It moves its face forward. It gets a 16. He does his best to get out of the way. With a 12, he fails. It hits him for 2. He immediately sort of staggers back. He takes 2 trauma. Oh, wait. That was the wrong one. Dang it. Dang it. -2 to you. Oh, gosh. There. So it leans forward and it like latches onto him. He screams out. "Ah!" Clearly hurt. Then it looks like I have 2 of those guys. Let me fix it. Oh, where did Aelene go? I just lost you again. Add turn. Yours was 4.
Well, it is dog cattle.
So you go first, Aelene. So I don't know if you can see them or not with your torchlight, but what do you do on your turn?
They're outside the torch.
Okay. So what are you gonna do?
The area. Yeah, I don't dare do anything right now because I can't see enough. So
Okay.
I'm not sure the right terminology. Like hold an attack in case something
Like comes near you?
comes at me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that works. So you see, Bosco, you see this individual like swing his scimitar out at the spider. The spider rears back completely out of the way, effortlessly. And what do you do?
I'm going to creep up behind it and stab it with a dagger.
Right. Do you have the move to get behind it?
Right here's 15.
As long as you have a half move of 15, you can do it.
I have half move 15.
All right. So you're
Can
like doing your
Aelene
best.
move with him?
No, because you were holding if something gets close to you to hit it.
Oh, okay.
So as you're moving up past Aelene, he moves out of the torchlight, climbing over roots and branches and stuff. You climb up on top of the mushroom back and attack. Now, it's not aware of you, but it does have its natural body defenses. So I need you to roll a hit as it does its defense. Woof. Oh, nice! All right, he rolled 3 6s. That's automatic success. So he takes 2 damage from the back. Nicely
Nice roll.
done. You jab him in the back. You're going to have to be like right here, though, to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then do you have any ability that you were using, or you're just jabbing him in the back?
He was just getting the dagger straight to the rear.
Okay. All right, so let's see. It was back to the top. Now this spider has a 3 physical instead of a 5, so that changes his initiative order. Freebird has got the 2. So first up is Aelene. What are you doing?
Okay, I am going to move towards where I saw Bosco go.
Okay.
My move is 40.
For half move or full move?
Oh, full move 40, half move 20.
So if you want to do anything other than move, you can only move half your distance. But if you want to move your full distance, you can just do that.
Okay, so looks like I can move. Oh, now I see. Okay. Okay, so I did a half move.
Okay.
Well, okay, I had my dagger. It's easy to switch to my bow and arrow at this point, right?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna well, yeah, I don't want to hit the other person, so maybe I'll just try flinging my dagger at it. Still dangerous, but
Yeah, if you're going to be throwing anything at it, you're going to have the opportunity of hitting other people. So you've got both Bosco and Freebird in melee with this thing, the gang member there. So everyone's going to get an opportunity of being hit by this dagger that you're throwing.
it's probably better that I wait until I can get a better angle then.
Okay. Bosco, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to stab it with the dagger again.
All right, you're going to jab it back in. Ah! Its defense is 17 this time. So it sort of rears its body up and around. You see its legs sort of clatter around, and it like turns to face you. Just does a little like sort of screeching sound, which is a bit unnerving. It's just, and it's its turn, so it's going to lunge forward and attack you with its teeth. Just tries to bite you. Your defense, did it not roll? It did not roll mine. Roll you. There it is. So it ends up breaking through the defense. You take 2 damage if you're not using any armor, which is pretty devastating since you were at 3. So now at 1. That changes your initiative order as well, if you're using physical for initiative. Remember, you're a caster, so maybe going toes isn't a great idea for you. The gang member is going to try to slash it from behind now that it doesn't have its attention. His attention. Oh, hold on. I rolled the wrong one. Oh, that's worse. So this is actually 3. It had 2 trauma. Sweet. He cuts into the back of it for 2 damage. So it ends up sort of skittering and staggering. You see one leg drop down on top of the mushroom, like he cleaved right through the beast's leg. And we are back up to the top with Aelene. It's doing its best to skitter around. He's like, "Thanks, friends! This is great!"
Okay, so I'm going to move around to the side here.
Okay.
And now I'm going to try to stab it.
Okay. So you go to jab it with your dagger. 12. Its physical is... Wow. Even with only having a 1 physical score, it rolled really high. And so it sort of moves out of the way, scurries, and this gigantic spider with these gigantic spider legs and tons of little eyes is like sort of looking at you. You're seeing your reflection in the torchlight of the eyes. Sort of freaks you out a bit. Hold on, I gotta re-spin this. So the web spinner has a 3 at this point. Is that right? I don't think... No, it's got a 1. So it is not its turn. It is... Oh, this is frustrating. I got to update that too. It's the gang member's turn. So he goes to try to finish this spider. Striking out at it. It tries to dodge for 7. He gets a 15 to hit. So he strikes it for the 2 damage. And it drops down. Its massive legs curl up around the top of it, and it shudders a little bit before stopping, and then just dropping, rolling off of the top of the mushroom. And this individual just like stops. It looks like he's been cut, and he's been out here for a while. He's clearly got webs sticking to his clothing and his feet, sort of trailing, like he broke out of a web or something. And he's just sort of wide-eyed and sort of panicked. His eyes are all red-rimmed. He's just like, thank you so much. This is great that you just happened along out of nowhere. This is wonderful. Can you lead me out of this hellhole, please? I got lost in here.
Where are you trying to head, my friend?
I just trying to get out. I just want to get out of here. These spiders are everywhere. They attacked all of us. I don't even think all of us got away. I think we're going to die if we stay in here. Can you help me?
Yes. By any chance, do you have any medical supplies on you?
What? No, I don't. What? What do you mean?
You look atrocious.
I don't have anything. I've got my scimitar, and that's just... frankly, quite it.
Okay, then. Follow us this way.
Okay. So that actually leads deeper into the woods, and it looks like it's closed off just by the density of the woods themselves.
Well, I was told north, so I will proceed north.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is you can't continue going north anymore. The north was to get into the woods, not that you would have to perpetually move north through the woods. You clearly have someone here who might be able to answer questions if you're curious about something in the woods.
Okay, then. We'll just head back to where we were when we started this.
Okay. So go ahead and go the way you believe it is.
since I'm the only one who was actually able to see it, I would be the one who's guiding.
He's
I have
staying
the torch
in the
now, but-
torchlight with
yeah.
Aelene.
Yeah. I gotta move the screen.
It's really nice that you're all so willing to help a stranger. You know, I mean, really salt of the earth, both of you. How do you know your way so well through here?
I can see through here,
Oh wow!
so that helps a little
I
bit.
didn't realize halflings could see in the dark. That's really helpful. What brought you guys in here in the first place?
We heard screaming, but we're trying to head north past, what's the place's name? Hold on, I gotta look up the notes. Past Webwoods.
You're in the
Wyatt-
Webwoods.
Wyatt
Web-
Seal.
Webbed Woods. No, that's this region. Hyatt Sill. That's this entire area. That's where these woods are in.
Out of curiosity, what were you doing in the woods? Like, it seems a little abnormal to be out in the woods this late.
Well, it's I was here with a couple mates, and we were attacked by a bunch of spiders. We lost each other in the darkness. This was 2 days ago. I've been wandering in this blasted forest that entire time. I was caught up by some spiders in a web. I thought I was going to die. I just happened to be able to break through, and that spider that you just helped defeat, it just jumped me. I thought I was a goner.
What brought you into these woods?
Oh, we were just wandering around in the dark, just camping. We were camping.
This doesn't seem like
Camping.
the type of place one would camp at.
Yeah.
Well, now that I know that, but you could imagine, never being in here before. It could be a nice quiet camp spot until you meet the spiders. Well, really much obliged for you guys helping me.
Yeah.
Of course. And we're going to walk west until we're out of line of sight. We're going to extinguish the light, and then we're going to follow him.
Okay. Give me a spirit roll to see if he notices.
Both of us?
Yeah. So he doesn't notice. It looks like he's staggering toward the main road, like the exact way you guys came.
I don't know how to extinguish the flame.
I'll do it.
And
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
mean,
gonna drag Aelene
just
to
let
the-
me know how long you want to follow him, because it'll go for like hours until you hit the main road.
Well, I'm gonna keep following him until he eventually gets to his camp, because I'm sure his beak is
Give me a mental check.
okay.
17. Yeah, so this is clearly one of the gang members that you guys were supposed to find in here. Like, the camp was in that woods, but it was clearly overrun by spiders, like he said. So this guy is definitely one of the people that you just didn't expect them to be running away from spiders. But this is the gang member.
I'm definitely going to follow him until I find his resting spot.
Maybe
Okay,
he'll
so
lead us to the
I'll
camp.
find
to be clear,
the rest of it.
the camp was in the woods that you guys were in. He told you that he went in there with his
Let me-
mates, and they were overrun by spiders.
I'm going to follow him until he gets to the rest of his companions that aren't in the webbed woods.
Okay, so
If you can find
one, you don't know if he knows where they are, and two, he's just heading to the main road. And if you're going to follow him to the main road, he's going to be going up the main road into the city.
Well, my character doesn't know that he doesn't know where his buddies are. So my character is only assuming that he knows where his companions are.
Okay, so rather than spending the next few days of you just trailing this guy, you could just talk to him. Like, you did save him.
Eh?
We already walked away, and it's already past that.
Okay. So you
And-
follow him to the road. By the time he gets to the road, it's well after midnight. He's sort of staggering. You see him just continuing up the road toward Trinicius.
We're going to continue following and stalking him until.
All right,
either
give me a spirit check. Aelene's definitely got it. Bosco got 11, so he definitely notices you, and he sort of stops in the middle of the road. There's not a lot of people moving at night, especially in the middle of the night, and so he finds it a little odd, and he turns around and he sort of walks directly toward you. What are you doing following me here? What's going on with you? You saved me, thank you, but that doesn't mean you get to follow me wherever I go. You're going to try to rob me? Is that what this is? Well, I don't have anything in my pockets. I don't even have pockets. What do you want?
Information.
Heading back up to Tiresias. But since we do have you here, I do have a few questions.
What? You followed me all night to ask me a few questions? Don't you think that's a little odd?
Do I look normal to you?
No. No.
I couldn't see a thing. So.
But out of curiosity, something's been eating at me. Where did your party come from?
What do you mean, where did we come from?
Because you don't look like you're from around here.
Shows
And it's
what
not
you
normal
know.
for-
I look more from around here than you do, halfling.
Still.
I was born and raised in Parisius.
I don't know what to
Sure.
tell you. I am from around here.
The main part that seems odd to me is why would a group of people willingly set up camp in a place they know little about?
You've never gone adventuring or exploring into new unknown areas? It's a very exciting pastime. We just didn't know we were going to be going into spider-infested woods.
I have gone adventuring, and I do know there's a lot of spiders in the webbed, and I put emphasis on webbed woods.
Well, we thought it was just named that way to scare people away. You know, places have scary names for no reason. We just assumed it was one of those situations. Now we know. I'm not entirely sure where my friends are. I'm afraid they probably were eaten. Anyway, I'm going back to the city to get some sleep. This has been a crazy, crazy few days. You guys saved my life, so thank you for that. But stop following me. It's creepy. Leave me alone.
I live in Tiresias.
Well, then
We're
I'll
heading
wait
back
here, and you can go ahead in front of me.
Okay.
Okay.
We head off a few feet and go invisible.
Okay, so it is the nighttime, but it's not completely dark because the moons are shining light. So, and
Actually,
casting
invisible.
spells does require you to do verbal and somatic components and stuff. So it is going to sound like you're casting a spell for sure, even if you do go invisible, which you will. It'll only cost you 2 focus points because there's only 2 of you.
Actually, I'm not going to do invisibility. I'm going to make it so that our steps are silent, so that we don't make any noise when we step.
Okay.
After we're out of talking ear range.
I mean, out of hearing range, you're going to have to go like dozens of yards away.
That's fine.
Okay. So you go off into the darkness. You believe you're far enough away, and then you cast your spell to silence your footsteps. That's going to be 2 focus, 1 for each of you. And as you're sort of testing it, you're stomping your feet. You're not hearing anything, like at all. So it's working brilliantly.
And we wait for the fire brigade.
Okay, so your physical bodies are still very obvious. Like you're just standing
Yeah,
there.
we're gonna hide behind some trees.
Okay, so give me a spirit roll to see about hiding. All right. So Chai goes to the heroes. So he does not see you as you see him walk by you. He's sort of just muttering over, under his breath. Unbelievable. Weird. Just following me out of no reason. He's just stumbling and he wanders by. It's going to take until dawn before he gets to the city. Are you going to follow him till then?
Yep.
Okay.
We could probably use a night's rest too in the city, so.
Okay. So you get to the sort of slum area of the city. He goes into a random inn. You're clearly going to be seen as you approach the gate because you're not invisible, and the guards are going to, just sort of watch you pass by. A little late to be wandering around at night, isn't it? As you pass by. As you go into the city, give me a spirit check to see if you can locate him as he's moving through. Oh, yeah. So you see, he goes into an inn, a very, just that first entrance area, which is the poorest district of Trinicius, but it's still the capital, so it's still, sort of up there. But he goes in there. What do you guys do?
Okay. What's on the
Maybe
opposite side of the street?
It looks like a bakery that isn't open yet.
We'll wait about half an hour before entering and getting ourselves ready.
Okay.
Does this place look like it has like a bar area?
I mean, it definitely has an eating area, but it's not like a pub or anything like that.
I was debating, getting him drunk, see if,
Right.
loosen up his lips a little.
Right.
It would be a little late for a friendly encounter. One time, coincidence. 2 times, suspicious. 3 times.
Well, we
something.
do need a place to sleep and
That's why I
cover.
said let's wait 30 minutes before entering,
Okay.
so that gives him time to do whatever he needs to do, go up to his room, and then gives us time to enter and get around there.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you go in, the innkeeper welcomes you as you walk in. What can I do for you?
Would we be able to get a room for the night?
Can you say that again? You're really quiet.
Would we be able to get a room for the night?
The night. It's morning, son. Do you want one for this coming evening?
Or now.
Oh,
just for the day.
for the day. Huh.
We're weary.
He's like looking at both of you. I don't do it by the hour, It's not that kind of establishment.
We need real rest.
You need
Just
one room
24.
or 2?
We'll just do 1 room for now.
Okay. No messing up the sheets. I'm going to have a copper deposit just in case. You two look like you've been out in the woods or something.
I placed the copper down.
He calls for someone named Tina. Why don't you go show these people to the first room on the left there? She's like, okay, come this way, please. And she sort of wanders up. It looks like she's got a bunch of linens in her arms. She passes by the door. She's like, it's right there. And she just keeps going.
Okay. We enter the room.
Right.
Do you want to sleep on shifts so that one person stays
Yeah.
awake and is able to keep eye to see if the fire.
So this is an inn. So there's a lot of different rooms. There's common rooms. You have no idea where this other individual is in this inn, or if they even stayed in the inn, to be quite honest. And so, you guys is like one of you going to like sit there with the door cracked, staring out the door, or what's your intention here?
Just sit next to the door, listen for anyone who walks by, and poke your head out as they're walking away.
Okay. Well, you're doing a whole lot of poking your head out the door because it's morning. People are all leaving their rooms, going to the dinner area, having their breakfast, talking. The volume of conversation is just increasing because the business of the day is starting and everyone is just sort of moving about. It's really hard to get any rest, but you do catch, I don't know, how many hours are you staying in here?
6-hour rotations. Do you agree with that?
Oh, wow, 12 hours.
How much
Either
time
of us.
does he need to recover what he's lost?
I mean, he's probably going to have to do like a 6 hours rest.
I will
Yeah.
go. I do need to use the restroom.
Okay. So as he's resting, what's your plan, Aelene?
How weird would it look if I'm like just sitting on a chair on the outside of the door, maybe like polishing my shoes or something? Just
I mean, it's a little odd because you would be in the walkway, so everyone would have to like stop and you'd have to move so they could pass by
okay.
you and
Yeah.
that sort of situation. So it'd be awkward, but like, why don't you do that in your room? God.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't sure how wide the hallways were. All right, so I'll just follow what he said about just we're in shifts, and I'll just poke my head out every now and then, kind of be on the
Okay.
lookout, and also kind of on the lookout for that guy.
Yeah.
If I can
You
see him
don't
walk
see
by, maybe
anything
go
from
into a
him.
room. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know that he was a gang member because like not only did he move into the woods that your apothecary friend said that that gang moved into, and he was the only person that you guys saw in there, and he told you that they were all ambushed by spiders and they sort of scattered. He wasn't sure if anyone lived or not. But so if they did move their camp into that woods, well, it was scattered by spiders. So the only person that you saw alive, if you're not going to rummage through the camp itself, was that guy. And now, as far as you know, he's gone.
Mhm.
So as far as clues go, you have the woods to see if there's any other survivors. You have hoping you can try to track down that guy somewhere, see something about him, and then maybe try to get him to tell you something after a lot of weird encounters. But you're just at this point, back to square one in the middle of the city when you're supposed to be out of the city.
Yeah. And she's Aelene was just like really mentally thrown off, not being able to see anything and just totally relying on Bosco and just really disoriented and then really freaked out with the spider and then realizing that she hadn't put two and two together that webbed woods probably meant spider but
Right.
now that she's had time to process and it's starting to come together a little too late, but
Okay.
right now she feels all good. So good. Kind of die out while he sleeps. Doesn't want to go too far. Make sure he's safe.
Yeah, even your audio's cutting out now. It's like getting weird and quiet.
Maybe it's you.
I mean, I suppose it's possible. It was fine before. It just started cutting out is all. Can you say something, Aelene?
Hello?
Okay, yeah.
Did you hear enough of that?
Yeah. It was just starting to cut out is all. I'm going to bump up your volume a little bit. All right, so Bosco, after getting sleep, you get your spell points back. You actually feel rested. You feel good. And after reflection, You were told that they moved their camp inside that woods. So really, your clues are going to be inside that woods. This guy you were trying to follow to get to their camp, but now you're thinking, oh yeah, the camp was actually in the woods. He told you it was in the woods, but also the apothecarian told you it was in the woods. So the camp you're looking for is the overrun camp that's in the woods.
I'm not following him to find the camp. I'm following him to see if they have any other hideouts.
Right, and at this point, you have clearly lost him. You don't see him anywhere. You're not even 100% sure he even stayed in this inn. You just saw him go into the inn.
Maybe we can go to the front and just see if the innkeeper or whatever is aware. Describe him, see if he's aware of somebody that looks like that. If
Right.
not, just come up with a different idea. Maybe
Okay.
going back to the woods.
Looking at the both of you, he's like, I'm sorry, miss. We see so many people coming through here. You have to understand, we cater to the less fortunate just simply by the region we are in this city. Our prices are appropriate to that as well. So I'm sorry, but unless they're in this main entry eating area, I have no idea who the person you're talking about is, whether they even came in at all last night.
If you
I'm
were-
gonna look around. Do I happen to see him?
Yeah, as you're sort of walking into the dining area, glancing around, you do not see him anywhere in here.
What do you think, Bosco?
So I guess we're gonna have to go back to the woods and. Is it currently
Woods?
daytime?
It is afternoon, actually. You guys were in there from the very beginning of the morning for 12 hours. So it's actually close to the late afternoon now.
Okay. Since we don't know where he went, and we can't guarantee that he's still in here, our best and only bet is returning to the woods and searching for their camp.
Okay, so it'll take you about a half a day again to get to that region. It's already, almost through the day, so it's well into the nighttime by the time you get back to the woods. Just
Eileen's like a little panicked inside, but trying to put on a, calm, strong front.
right.
She
Okay,
really
so
hates spiders.
you get back to the entrance point of those woods, and you're staring at that entry, and now you actually have a bit of history to go with, this broken entrance area. Like, clearly they were rushing to get out, and that's probably how it broke down. Whether anyone actually made it out or not, you're not entirely sure. But it does help to know that they were here at one time. They were overrun by spiders, so there's more spiders in here. And there might be evidence at the camp for something for you to find. But without one of them to talk to, and you're just hoping you're going to find another body. Without one of them to talk to, you're going to have to search for evidence that leads you to the next step. Because ultimately you're here to try to figure out where the drugs are coming from in the north. Like the source of the drugs. So the void silt. So that's really the type of information you would be searching for. So if you could find their camp, that might be a good first starting point. Otherwise, you kind of have to wander around, or just give up the whole thing, as like a failed opportunity, because clearly you're not seeing any other living bodies as of yet. But again, you haven't gone through the woods very far. So what do you think?
Sleep for the night.
Can you,
So I don't
is there a way to
try-
like boost up your volume? Because I've got you at max volume on my end.
Same.
I put my microphone in my mouth.
I don't know if that's the microphone that's being picked up, because the closer you put it to your mouth does not make it louder. It's weird. Is it using that mic?
Yeah, I'm sure it's using the speaker.
Okay. It's just
No.
you usually are loud, not quiet, and so that's why I'm asking.
Is there a dial on the headset?
I couldn't hear you at all then. Nothing. No. No.
Aelene's gonna suggest that maybe it's better not to use the torch to bring more attention to ourselves.
Really?
She'll try to hold on to him.
All right. Oh, I just heard a little bit of you. It was clipping. Nothing. Can you go to the original setting that it was at? So I mean, even if you were quiet, at least we could hear you. I don't know what's happening. This is original. You're going to restart Discord? Okay. All right. So, Aelene, as he is restarting Discord and you're sort of sitting here in the darkness with him looking around, what are you thinking about this? You know, the sort of information you're looking for, the place you're looking for. Do you think it's smart to go in these woods?
She really does not want to go into these woods, but just doesn't really know what else to do.
Right.
We've lost our chance to talk to that person. She's kind of kicking herself because she's just disoriented with the darkness and freaked out about spiders and wasn't really thinking clearly, but we've lost that. So hopefully we can find the camp. Maybe there'll be something there that will lead us somewhere else. Or maybe we'll find one of the other people he was with and ask some questions. So
Yeah, hopefully.
yeah, she doesn't really know what else to do.
Okay.
So
Yeah, as you're sitting out here in the dark, you know, you're hearing the natural wildlife that you were hearing the night before, and sort of you're certain you're hearing like skittering, and every little shadow you think is a gigantic spider just waiting for you to come in so it can capture you. Your mind is just playing tricks with you as you're sitting out here, trying to convince yourself that maybe it would be better just to... oh, he's coming back already. Hey, you there? I cannot hear you at all. No. What the heck? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It was working. It was just quiet. Weird. Like it's dying or something. This is gonna sound stupid, but is the audio cable pushed all the way in to the receiver? Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
you're on the right output device.
That's wild. And do you have the audio video chat in Roll20 set to none, so it's not trying to take your audio there? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what to say here. It's clearly not working. All right. Well, this actually makes it very difficult to proceed if we don't have any audio from one of you, especially the one that's seeing. Do you want to try to just move your character in, or, I mean, communicating is going to be very, very challenging. What are you thinking? How do you want to proceed with this? Oh, did you reset again? He's restarting his
frozen.
laptop. Yeah.
Okay.
He said he's going to restart his laptop now. Hopefully that resolves the issue. But yeah, as you're sort of sitting here reflecting, you're sure there's evidence in here that you guys can find. Like there has to be remnants of the camp that they were in that was ambushed by these spiders. You may have to face a spider or something, but you're certain that you would be able to actually, get through it okay.
Yeah. She survived the last one, but
Yeah.
Uh,
So, fingers crossed, she can survive another one.
yeah.
Yeah, this.
So
Go
she
ahead.
doesn't hear anything that sounds like another person around.
No, you guys traveled into the wilderness for a few hours. So there's no other people here. As far as victims, if there's anyone living, they might be wrapped up in a cocoon or something.
Oh, okay.
Just because you're not hearing anything at all other than the natural animals that are inherent in the forest. And because it's night, everything is more active too,
Yeah.
So hopefully this ends up resolving our issue with his audio.
Yeah.
Then we can move forward. All right, let me go here to correct that. And let me capture your screen. Sorry, everyone. This happens from time to time. We've got to adjust and move on the fly, It's just the way these games work with technology. Sometimes it works perfectly and sometimes it doesn't. But we'll figure it out. So, I'm curious why you don't want to be able to see. Like, it seems dangerous. One, you wouldn't be able to see what you're attacking if something does attack you. It just seems like a very dangerous situation.
Well, I do genuinely think that it is better for us not to draw any more attention to ourselves than necessary.
Right.
And being able to see versus not being able to see, neither one is a great option. Being able to see the spiders or not knowing where they are.
Right.
But when you weigh it with the not wanting to draw more attention to ourselves, and I'm putting a lot of faith in Bosco,
Mm-hmm.
at least for right now, I think it's the better call.
Okay.
I mean, if he says otherwise, I'd listen to his advice, but
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
there's other ways about it too. I mean, if it's something to, consider, if he has magic, perhaps he could allow you to see at night, give you some sort of
Oh,
magical infravision or something. That way
yeah.
you're not provoking any sort of
Test.
Hey,
Yes. Nice and clear.
we got you.
There we go.
And
Damn.
it's loud too. Nice.
Yeah.
Can I get a mic check and I'll
Only-
just adjust it real quick?
Test.
Oh, no, we're good.
Test.
All right. All right. So you guys are outside of the forest. What do you want to do?
So I'm gonna ask Bosco, how do you feel about making it so that I can see clearer, but we're not using a torch, drawing attention to ourselves, or do you feel like you should save your magic?
What? With the unknown amount of spiders that are in there, I should probably save as much magic as possible.
Okay.
On the other hand, we could easily resolve that issue by sleeping for the night.
By what?
By what?
By going to sleep for the night.
Well, you
And
have
wait
your
until
full
day.
focus right now.
Yeah, we rested at the inn.
I'm aware, but I wouldn't need to cast a spell so that she could see if the sun did that for me.
Oh.
Oh, so you're saying camp out outside the woods until it's light.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's see if you guys are bothered by any wildlife. All right, so morning comes. You don't have any issues. It seems most of the wildlife that would normally be prowling the plains or the forests are staying away from this forest. Of course, you guys know why, but apparently the animals are just as wise to that. So let me fix this. It is now daytime. Can you see better, Aelene? No?
No.
All right, I'm just going to turn off dynamic lighting on that then. Does that help?
Okay. Yes.
All right. So this is as bright as it's going to be able to get. It is daytime. You guys just sort of camped out for a couple hours until the lights started coming up. You know, as you get into the forest itself, it's still going to be a little bit dark, of course, just from the canopy overhead and everything. But yeah, feel free to do your thing.
Good.
Do you
So,
happen to remember
forward.
where you went before?
Well, yes, it was forward, left, right, then left.
Well, we know that the camp isn't where we went before exactly. It might be close.
Best bet is they followed the trail and steered off to the left instead of taking a right.
So this area opens up, and you can see there is a pathway to the right, and there's a pathway to the left.
Proceed to the left.
Right. You see this opens up to the northwest, northeast, and south.
Considering how far back we found it, and he's been wandering for 2 days, surviving somehow, he probably went down here. They probably originally came down here.
So as you start walking down into this area, it looks like there's a massive trunk of a tree that's been cut open. There's spider webs all over, but you do see the remnants of a camp that was set up here. You see bedrolls. You see a couple chests laying around. They're just not represented on the map here. But it definitely looks like this was a camp where they were staying at.
Okay. We should investigate. Go
Okay.
through it all.
Go ahead and give me a
That's
mental
correct.
check as you're searching around. All right, nice. Nice, okay. So as you guys are searching through the camp, you can see that in some of the chests, there's actually little bags, like money pouches, that are sort of sewn up and sealed. As you know, it looks like there's like wax on the inside of where they sort of cinched it tight and sewed it shut so that nothing could leak out of it. There's about 15 bags like that. There's about 50 gold total in a chest that's lying there, and then which is, you know, a fair amount of gold just sort of piled up. And as you're searching through, you also see that there are these there's one sort of container that looks like it has a long neck. It looks like almost like an old school wine bottle where it's all bulbous at the bottom, but it's got a really long neck at the top, and it's got a cork in it. It looks like there's probably only enough for like 2 good drinks out of it, but there's, you know, it's something. And then you're not sure what it is. It's not labeled or anything. And then, of course, also you see this sort of paper that looks like it's been ripped up. One side looks like some sort of like playbill or something, and the other side has like scrawled writing on it, but it's ripped so that you can't tell what it says. But if there's a piece of this here, maybe there's pieces of it elsewhere too. So you might be able to find other pieces to sort of put it together to see what it says. But that looks like the closest you're going to get to any sort of information. So you got about 15 little bags of something. You've got about 50 gold in one of the chests, and this torn playbill, and then some sort of vial of some sort of liquid.
Okay, 50 gold. How many bags did you say?
15.
15 bags of who knows what.
Should we just like split all this?
We're definitely going to split it, but for now I'm just writing everything down. Half a note.
So
And
we've looked through
note.
everything.
Yeah, you searched the whole camp.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to search through the 15 bags to
So
see.
as you open up the first one, you cut the wax seal and the thread that's sealing it shut. And as you open it up, this purplish sort of dust puffs up. Give me a
Void silt.
give me a physical check. You hold it away from you soon enough so that it doesn't actually, get in your face. You don't inhale it, but you've never seen it before, but Aelene has, and that's definitely what it is.
Be careful with that stuff.
Duly
That's
noted.
void silt.
As you guys are messing with the void silt, give me a spirit check. One second.
She got an 18, I got a 15.
All right. You hear a skittering as you see a giant spider come down out of the canopy. And it's perched just right behind you up here. It's clearly intent on you as if it's going to move toward you, but we are in initiative. So it's got a 5 for its physical. It's going to be moving in and trying to attack you guys. What are you guys' plan to do here? So I know what ability to mark. What?
I'm going to try to intimidate it to make it go away.
How are you going to try to intimidate it?
By throwing a rock and making a loud yell. Or yelling
Okay.
as loud as I can.
So we're gonna call that mental. What's your mental score?
6.
6. And then what are you planning on doing, Aelene?
She's freaked out. She's immediately going for her bow and arrow and plans to step out in front of Bosco and
Okay. And your physical is
either
4?
try. Physical?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 4, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Ooh.
All right. So first up is Bosco, because he's going to try to intimidate it. So you throw a rock and you're yelling, get out of here! Give me a physical check and a mental check. So the rock pretty much hits the tree close to it, and you scream at it, and it doesn't make any human type reaction, and it doesn't really run away either. But you do see it sort of skitter up on its web a little bit more after you did that. So instead of running down at you, you actually see it turn its body a little bit, and you see a web shoot out of it, and it almost looks like a pellet with a little trailing web behind it, and it lurches out from it, just flailing down toward you. This is actually an ability called the stun web. So I need you to try to use your physical to dive out of the way of this web coming at you. So it ends up hitting you, and you take 1 trauma, but it stuns you, which means you lose your next turn because of this web just wrapping around your head, sort of smacking you and just sort of splatting all across you. And it's just basically a stun is the effect of it. All right, so Bosco, you lose your next turn. The web spinner did its attack instead of running down to you. Aelene, you're up.
I'm gonna repeat what I did before.
Well, you didn't do it yet, so now you're stepping
Oh.
in front of him. You're using your bow
Oh,
to
yeah.
shoot.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. So to dodge, it got a 18, which is incredible, but you got an incredible 21. So you take a deep breath, you aim, you shoot. Now you're using your physical check. You're not using your actual equipment of bow. What's the
Oh,
damage on
whoops.
your bow? 2?
2. Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to take 2 trauma as you smash into it. Let me do -2, and then that affects its actual initiative as well. All right, so it hits it. It sort of spins, hanging in its web. Just its legs are sort of curling and flailing around. Now, unfortunately, since Bosco lost his next turn, what are you planning on doing on your next turn, Aelene?
I have 4 more of those arrows, so I'm gonna
Use another one?
try again.
Okay. The web spinner is going to do its best to hit you with its tail shot too. It's clearly, you guys are too dangerous to get too close to, so it's going to try to stun you so that it can close that distance and hopefully make you its next meal. So you're first because you have a higher initiative, so go ahead.
With the bow?
Yeah, you said you're going to hit it with a bow, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, not as good as other rolls.
So yeah, in this unfortunate case, you shoot, it goes a little bit wide. The actual web spinner is spinning a little bit from your initial shot, which sort of threw you off. And as it sort of skitters down, it turns around and it shoots another one of those little blasts out of its butt. The stun web. Give me a physical check to see if you can dodge out of the way.
Come on, come on.
Tie goes to the heroes.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you duck narrowly as it flies right past you. Bosco, you're back in the game now. You sort of shake loose, rip that web off your face. What do you plan on doing this turn?
I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at it.
Okay. So to do like 2 damage would be 1 focus. If you want to burn 2 focus, then you could do 3 damage, etc.
You said 2 damage is
1
1
focus.
focused?
Yeah.
Yep, I'll do that.
Okay, so you use your mental to do that. So you're harnessing cosmic energies. You call out your command word. You throw out the magical power. Sort of static is generated down into this bolt that leaps out from your hand, strikes out at it. You got a... Oh, what was your mental roll? You got a 19. It does its best to resist, but it just can't deal with it. The firebolt hits it. Not only does it hit it, it does the 2 damage, which is now 4 trauma it's got. It ignites the actual webbing around it. So roll a d6 and we'll see how much flame damage as all the webs start burning and it starts spreading out in this little sparkly fire, almost like a firecracker that's going off. Oh my gosh. So the fire spreads throughout all of this, burning up all the webbings. You hear the squealing from this spider as it sort of burns up and drops down onto the ground, rolling off the log onto the ground with its legs curled up back behind its head, dead. Nicely done. Okay.
Make me hit my head.
It's trying to stun you so it could run over and eat you, but Aelene stopped it. All right, so before we go any further, we might as well just take a break now because we're almost at the 2-hour mark anyway, and I need to use the restroom. So let's take a break. On the other side, we will continue our crawling of this forest. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be right back. Thank you all so very much for waiting for us. But we are back and we're ready to continue. So you see that the fire spread all throughout the canopy. It wasn't enough to actually like burn down trees or anything like that, but it did incinerate all of the connected spider webs that were sort of hanging up in the tree line. And now that you're sort of looking through the area with the sort of singed edges of the trees, it definitely looks like that's probably a good thing to do if you ever run into any other spiders. Like, this clearly clears out all creatures, in the area. One thing, actually, give me a mental check, I should say.
Oh, fire usually clears a lot of things out.
Oh, nice. You guys did really good, especially Aelene. So you guys hear this sort of thud coming from off and to your right, and as you sort of look over there, it looks to be like a large body that is just sort of stuck in this rigid shape, as if it's like it wasn't a cocoon, but it was like burned out of the cocoon, and now the body just fell to the ground, just thump, hits pretty hard.
It's still.
Found corpses.
It is still, yeah.
I walk over to the corpse and I check its body for the other half of the note.
So as you're examining the body, it looks like it's already been partially drained. Like, the skin is like sort of sunken in. It's clearly been dead for at least a couple days. And as you're like searching through the pockets, you do find another piece of the rip. And as you're sort of putting it together, you can tell some of it is still missing. Like, there's still like a big chunk of the note missing. But as you're sort of putting it together, it says something about like shark or something like that. And you're not really sure what that means, but it's something about a shark and a meeting or something like that. So, if you want 100% clarity about what this note is all about, you're going to have to find the rest of the piece of that note.
Okay, I'm going to search the surrounding area for any more hanging corpses.
Yeah,
So yeah,
same.
in this area, you guys have already searched and you didn't find anything. If there was any hanging bodies, they probably would have fell like that one did from that fire. So you're pretty certain that there's no other bodies and there's no other information that you can find in this specific area.
I turn to Aelene after searching for a little bit. By any chance, can you search for any tracks that are on the ground leading away from this camp?
Good idea.
Nice. Give me a spirit check. Okay. Now, it looks like there's been a lot of footprint activity around here, and it looks like, most of it is days, plural, old, except for, of course, your guys's. But in this area, it looks like, aside from just a whole bunch moving around this area, there are a few trails leading off. But again, it's old and it's kind of hard. You're not 100% sure you would be following the right one.
Well, there's never any guarantee when it comes to tracks.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, give it a try.
All right, so you
at a time.
follow the prints up to here, and then they sort of split off in different directions. You see that a number of footprints head this way. You know that the fresh ones obviously are your guys's, moving out and in from this direction. There are some more footprints moving up this way as well.
Let's check this way first.
Okay. As you start walking up toward that direction, it looks like vines have completely overtaken, and intermixed with the vines are a bunch of webs just sort of covering everywhere. You're absolutely certain if you go in there, you are going to run into some more spiders.
Nope, and I should have firebolt at the
All right, mark down one more focus. As you throw the firebolt out there, it whips out and it sort of starts burning and spreading. Give me a D6, please.
So 6. Put a space.
2. Okay, you start hearing like this sort of animalistic, like insectoid screeching, that sort of sound you had heard before from these giant spiders, as 2 of them come rushing out of the flames. Let me select them. Oh, maybe it was just 1 in this area. Yep, it's 1. My bad. So as
That's
one of
fine.
them starts skittering out of the flames, you get in line of sight about here, as it's clearly hurt already from that too. But it is going to be initiative. So let's figure out what it's doing. It's clearly going to be trying to hit you with its spinner, and then that's what it's going to do. So what are you planning on doing, Bosco?
I'm going to take cover behind the big tree root that is right in front of me. But before dropping and taking cover from its ranged attack, going entirely based off of the last encounter's interaction, I'm going to throw a throwing knife at it before dropping.
Okay, so your physical is what? 3?
2.
2. All right. And then, Aelene, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna go up to the side of Bosco. I'm gonna try to hit it with an arrow and then duck down.
Okay, so
behind
when
it.
you guys say duck down, I'm assuming what you mean is you're going prone. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, hiding behind the root. So yeah, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Bosco's going to have to be prone to be behind it, so you would definitely have to be as well.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to fire, and then you're going to jump down to the ground. Your physical is 4 right now. You go first. Roll to hit. All right, it got a 13 to get out of the way, so your arrow goes wide. It shoots out its little butt spray, its stun web, I should say it by its actual name, towards you, Aelene, since you just shot at it. So give me a physical to duck out of the way. 16. So yeah, you jump down to the ground, and even without your cover, it just goes right past you. Bosco, you were trying to throw your dagger. This is like 35 feet away. That's gonna be really, really challenging to throw a dagger that far.
Difficult does not mean impossible.
Roll. All right. So the knife flies and just sort of gets lost in the thicket of vines that were not burned up.
Okay, and I'm going to drop prone.
All right. So you're both prone. The spider's plan is to move up and start wrapping you up in its web, sort of biting you and spinning you in its own web. What is your guys' plan? So, Bosco, what are you going to do?
I'm going to throw my last throwing knife if it's not within melee range. If it is within melee range, I'm going to stab it with my dagger.
Okay. So that's physical, so yours is 2. Aelene, what are you going to do?
I'm assuming it's still too far away for the dagger, so I would use the arrow again.
I mean, you could try to throw a dagger, but there's no reason to throw a dagger that distance. I mean,
Well, yeah. If it was going first, I'd prefer the dagger if it got close enough. But
you're faster than it is.
Okay.
You
so
prefer the
arrow
dagger
again.
to arrows?
No, if it moved before me and it got close enough, like in melee range, like basically like what he said.
Right. Okay, so you're going to shoot it with your bow.
Arrow. Mm-hmm.
All right, so you have to pop up. That's going to take half your move. Aim, fire. So you're going to go first because you have the highest physical right now. So go ahead and make your attack. This time you aim, you take a deep breath, the arrow flies forward, strikes the spider, doing your 2 damage. It squeals, it sort of flies back and catches itself on the vines as it keeps scurrying forward toward all of you. Let's see, its move right now is not great, so it can't even close the distance. So it's going to try to do its stun web on you again, Aelene, because it can't get close to you. It doesn't have the ability. So go ahead and give me a physical check. Oh, so it flies past you. You duck out of the way. The web little blob shoots past your head, missing you. Bosco, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to get up and move to the tree lines.
Well, you said you were going to be attacking, right?
Actually, yeah, that is true. I did say that.
So go ahead and roll for... so you lost a dagger hitting the guard. You threw a dagger and it got mixed up in here. How many daggers do you have?
I have 3.
Okay, so now you have 1 left?
Well, had 3. Yeah, I have 1 left.
Okay, so it got a 13 to dodge. You throw as hard as you can, and it goes end over end and stabs into it. Takes 2 more damage, and that drops it. So your final dagger is sticking out of it as it sort of falls down and gets stuck in the vines, and its legs wrap up behind it, sort of shivering in its death throe. And it is dead.
I would like to try to retrieve our arrows and daggers, and then suggest.
Okay, that's going to be very difficult. Roll a d6.
Oh.
If you get a 1, then you'll find one of them.
I'm going to the spider's corpse, and I'm taking my 1 dagger.
Okay, you pull the dagger out of the spider, but Aelene, you're looking around, and it's just a thicket of vines and branches, and you just can't seem to find it.
Okay. Dang it. So, I do have a fire kit.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of him using a focus, I can burn these webs with the fire kit.
Well, he's already burned through the webs. Like, when you guys first came in, he used that firebolt to burn the webs away. And that wounded the spider, which caused it to come and attack. So that was just the very beginning of this initiative.
Okay.
So, you guys have this entire area if you want to start searching around.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to search this area for any more footprints and or dangling corpses or corpses on the ground.
You know it's a lot harder just because
anything.
there's vines everywhere, but go ahead and give me a mental check. Oh, nice. You guys both got really good rolls. So as you're searching around, you actually find 2 more bodies. They've been dead for a while. At one time, they were probably covered in webs, but now they're sort of singed and burned a little bit. As you search through, you find the last piece of the note, and it says something to the effect of, "Meet us at Sharky's Inn along the Yulon River." So you have no idea how old this note is, who it was addressed to. I mean, you can extrapolate that it's probably to the gang members, obviously. But from who it's from, there's no mark, there's no sign or signature or anything. It just says, "Meet us at Sharky's Inn along the Yulon River." Now, you guys know this area. So the Yulon River is actually the main river that travels south from Trinicius, going out into the actual, oh gosh, what is it called? The Jaharius Strait. So it's like the main river outside of the town, but it is about 2-3 hours outside of the actual city itself. So it's sort of a dangerous area. You know, there's no protection there. It's all just travelers, mostly pirates and sort of seafaring folk that want to smuggle any sort of contraband. That's usually the main port they go into to stay well out of the city. It was strange when you guys saw the gang members, Aelene, you and Piotr, go to that port that was within the city. This seems like it's a much more logical place to visit, but that also means that maybe it's not something as small as what you encountered before. Maybe this is actually a much bigger operation that's happening outside of the city. But in any case, that's the information you got.
Okay.
So, do you want to
making our way over?
do you want to continue searching through the woods? Or are you pretty happy to get out?
Pretty happy to get it.
Okay. So you guys exit. What's that?
I was
I only
saying
have
Sharpie's in.
You guys exit the forest the way you came in without any real effort. You do know that there is more in this forest to explore, but you've got the information that you needed. So there's literally no reason to stay and continue diving around. And who knows how many spiders you're going to run into next. So it's probably
Hopefully
a good
we
idea.
don't need to return.
Yeah, for sure. It's probably a good idea just to get out while you can. As you guys are heading back to the main road, again, it's going to take you a few hours to get there. It is during the day. You know, it's before noon at this point, but it's really close to noon. So the sun is sort of high in the sky. It's getting a little bit hotter. You guys are heading toward there. You're hearing the tweeting of birds, and it just seems like a really nice, beautiful afternoon. You're seeing some sort of like hawk high in the sky, swirling over, you know, some prey that it's looking for. In the very, very far distance, you're getting slight sounds leaking through to you from the main road of like wagons and horses and stuff like that, but it's still really far away. You eventually get to the main road and you start heading down toward where you believe Sharky's Inn to be. Neither of you have ever been there, but you do know a lot of different areas sort of just spring up around the Yulon River, and so you're just sort of going to the first ones that you're aware of. After a little while, you can actually work out which Sharky's Inn is one that's going to take you, you know, into the afternoon to get to, closer to the evening twilight. You ultimately work your way there, and because it takes you so long, you have time to talk and to work out what exactly your plan of action is here. So go ahead.
So, what I'm thinking is I use a spell to let us see what all is going on inside and maybe see if there's any of those gang members on the inside. If
So,
there
you know, in
are,
order to scry, you have to be familiar with the area. So you would have to go in first, and then you could leave again, and then scry the area. But you have to have some connection with the place in order to look in on it.
I redact everything I just said.
How much will we stand out there?
Probably a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
You not so
never
much,
having
but
been,
me-
you're not sure, you know?
That is a valid statement, and that is also why I said probably.
So kind of scope the place out and then come up with a game plan.
You might not stand out, but considering my current clothing, I will definitely stand out.
Yeah.
So, what I'm guessing, or what I'm betting we should do, is stake out for the remainder of this day, sleep for shit, or go into a rotation cycle for the night, and then if we don't see anything come dawn, we'll proceed from there.
Okay.
But if we see any gang members exit or enter, we probably have the right location. And then from there we'll scout the area to see if Do they have any emblems? You have more experience with this gang than I do. Do you know if they have any emblems? Any insignia other than their beaked faces?
You do remember they had like a tattoo mark. It was like a scarification mark of like wings or something like that to indicate that they were in the gang.
Okay.
Do you tell him that?
Oh. Oh yeah, because yeah, they have a tattoo mark of wings. So
Okay.
we
And
would be
is
on
it
the lookout for that.
specifically? Is it only on them, or is that just their insignia for everything that they do?
You just know that it's a mark on their body, like a scar or a tattoo.
Yeah, that's all I know. I wouldn't have seen it on like their property or
You never saw it on any clothing or anything.
okay.
The point is
Yeah,
it's supposed to
I
be a
just-
secret group, and so if they had like patches and
Yeah.
stuff, that would defeat the secret purpose.
True.
If they're
Okay.
transporting big crates, I would imagine that they would label in some way, shape, or form what crate is theirs so that they know which ones are for their under the table services.
All Aelene knows is that when she saw crates being delivered to them, they were unmarked. They just looked like wooden crates.
Okay. Well, either way, if we see any of them enter or exit within 24 hours, we'll scout around and search for anything that could point us in the direction of where they are getting their
Yeah.
little void drug.
I'd also like to kind of get a feel for the vibe of the town. Kind of.
So it's not
Come
a
up with a
town so much as just an inn on the road. Like
Oh,
it's, you know, as you guys are sort of stumbling on, it looks like it's just this tiny little peninsula of land that breaks into the actual main river, and there's this little mini inn slash, you know, sort of trading post that sprung up around it. Let me see if I can show you a little bit here so you can see what I'm talking about. It is obviously dark. You guys are up here, and the pathway leads down, and you see two large buildings. One looks like it has like a big arm that you can like lift crates and move it around like into wagons or off of wagons. But you guys are on an upper level, and the building starts at the upper level, but then as it goes down to the lower water level, it's almost like a cliff drop off right here that goes to that lower level. The jungle sort of terrain leads off into the upper part of the river over here on your left, and then it sort of feeds down to the south around this little peninsula area where the inn is. There looks like there's a door to the inn up here on this upper level, but the dock level is actually down on the lower level down here. So
my screen is mostly black, by the way, but
yeah, I mean, it is dark, so there's no way around that. I'm using dynamic lighting, which makes it dark. So you would really need to like have a torch or something in order to see with the dynamic lighting on.
yeah, it's much blacker than before. Okay.
Nice. No light for you.
Still considering, we should start our 6-hour rotation.
Okay.
You could have the first rest.
All right.
Well, what do you mean 6-hour rotation? Where, are you guys just laying down in the road? Like,
Well, no.
where? I mean, where are you?
That would be dumb for anyone trying to stake out.
Right, but you didn't say you're going anywhere or doing anything, so I'm wondering where exactly you're
That's
going to
right.
be going from this area in order to camp.
I keep forgetting that my thoughts are not loud. I'm gonna drag. Oh wow, the map just got a whole lot brighter right as soon as I touched Bosco. Okay, I'm gonna drag Aelene
no idea where
over
I
to
am.
the tree
Okay.
line over here.
So you're going to go off into the trees or just to the... Okay.
Into the trees.
Yeah.
And we're just going to camp in the trees, staking it out.
Okay.
Did I go the right direction?
Yeah. You don't see a lot of people moving at all. You actually don't see anyone. You hear commotion inside of the inn. Like there's clearly people inside enjoying themselves, laughing and talking and stuff. You even hear a little bit of music every once in a while, but it's, it's just like any inn you would find anywhere. This one just happens to be on the ocean or on the river. So you're going to stay here until morning?
Yep. And rotate after 6 hours. If it's not morning by then.
Give me a stealth check to see if you can hide well inside here.
Is that spiritual?
I'm sorry, yes, a spiritual check. Okay, Bosco, you are doing a horrible job at trying to hide. And in fact, at one point you see two humans walking by and look over. Hey, there's a halfling in the trees. Look at that. They're like, oh my gosh, it's like a little monkey. Hey, monkey, monkey. And they wait for you to look over at him. He like digs through his pack and pulls out like a head of lettuce and throws the head of lettuce at you. Hey, monkey. Give me a physical to see if you can dodge the head of lettuce.
Catch it and eat it.
Ty goes to the hero. So you duck out of the way. Are you saying anything to them?
Nope.
Okay. They just sort of laugh a little bit and then just walk away past you.
I don't know how they're able to see me, because if Aelene can't see, they shouldn't be able to see me.
Well, your hiding was an 8.
And I'm not moving.
Right, which means you're like literally like doing something in your mannerisms to be like visual and obvious, even though you think you're hiding. So either there's like this open patch of foliage leading right to you that you didn't realize you were sitting right in front of, or you were making more noise than you thought you were. Something drew their attention because of your poor roll. So you're sitting there. It's daylight. You're going to wait the full 12 hours?
Well, we're going to rotate at the 6-hour marker.
Right. For
The
another
6
6
each.
hours? So that's 12 hours. I mean,
I
that's how math works.
think I could be okay. I haven't lost any physical health or anything. I haven't had any trauma.
Right.
So.
Okay. So what's you guys' plan here? What is it that you're trying to accomplish? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to learn?
First off, we want to see if there's any Firebird gang members in this place to begin with.
Okay, so you got to go in to see that, right?
Yes, but I don't know if they still would recognize Aelene from their previous endeavors.
Right.
Based off of what the gracious shopkeeper has told us.
Well, what are you thinking? What are you going to
I
do?
don't know how could I kind of disguise myself?
That's entirely up to you. I can't tell you how to do that. If you want to use some ingenuity, give me a spirit check to see if you can do something creative. Yeah, it's not good. You're not sure if it's going to pass close inspection, but you sort of rub some soot on your face and do your hair up differently and maybe turn your cloak inside out or just do something to change up your obvious appearance. But
Yeah.
you're not sure, like the only people that saw you at that out at that sort of torn up chapel hideout was the main prophet guy and the boy. Like all the other guys that you met, you either killed or they never saw you. So you're not sure anyone even knows what you look like at all. Unless the prophet happens to be sitting in this inn, then you should be good.
Yeah, I'm still gonna do some of those tweaks just in case.
Okay.
But yeah, and just kind of keep an eye out.
Okay.
When it becomes daytime, and if we don't see any fiber members, then we'll go inside.
Okay. Well, anyone
Look
walking
around
by,
during the
there's no indication that you can see that they are in a gang of any stripe. They just look like, pirates or sailors or manual laborers or, poor individuals that happen to be going to a bar or, just any random individuals. You don't see any like tattoos or markings on them or anything, but you do see a significant amount of people moving to and from throughout the time that you're waiting in the tree line.
And I presume none of them have bird masks.
No, there's no masks at all.
No wing tattoos in sight.
Nope.
Okay. If
You're not
nothing
close enough to see
to
anyone's tattoos anyway. You guys are buried in the tree line. I mean, I
Okay.
don't know exactly what you don't have like spy glasses looking at their skin. Like, lift up your shirt.
If nothing persists till daybreak, we'll go in to catch the morning rush.
All right. Well, we're going to say it's daybreak because I don't have a daytime map for this. So I'm just going to give Aelene the same night vision that he has right now.
Okay.
And that's as good as it's going to get. So.
Okay.
It is early morning. You hear activity on the river. Boisterous sounds coming from the inn itself. What do you do? Where do you go?
Okay. We're going to come out of the tree line a little ways away so that's the people on the inside don't see us. Or
Yeah, you actually don't
see
see
us if they're
any
directly
windows at
behind.
all on this upper level. You only see on this upper level one single door. There is a separate, looks like probably a shed right here that's been alone and empty the whole time that you guys have been around here. No one's gone to it at all. But yeah, you don't even see a pathway to get to the lower portion. You just see this door from where you are.
And go rent a room, get some food, kind of blend in.
Move to where you want to move. You should be able to open the door.
Ready to go in?
I open up the door.
All right, you see
And does
like stairs going down and some empty tables up here. This looks like overflow seating. You also see a door at the back end. These are the stairs going down. You see light is
Yeah.
emanating from below.
I only see half the stairs.
I mean, you have to enter the room to see the full room.
during the night, did we see the people walk over to this door or did they walk over here?
Well, this barn is actually hiding this door, but you're sure they had to be going to this door because you don't see any other entry points from where you are.
Okay, I will enter.
All right, let me know if you go through a door or if you go down the stairs.
I go
Excuse
down
me.
the stairs.
All right, I'm going to
Maybe we
move
should
you guys.
listen first. Do we hear anything?
Yeah, you hear the activity of an inn. Just a regular sort of murmur of conversations and laughter and all sorts of stuff like that. As you start walking down the stairs, let me move you to the bottom level. I'm going to have to update your token here. These are the stairs that went up that you guys are coming down. Let me update your lighting. Let's see. Alright, so that's the same as Bosco has for his lighting. You should be able to see in here though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of it.
So you see that there's a bunch of humans. There's even some orcs, which is not something you guys are used to seeing in any sort of bar anywhere close to Trinicius. So this is a pretty big shock to you. But they look like they're having a bit of a heated discussion over here. If you're like looking over there, they stop and glare at you until you turn your head, and then they continue talking. But they're clearly having a private conversation, and they're doing everything they can to keep it private. You see a little window behind them. It's got little curtains that are drawn. Inside this main area, there's a couple of these river folk at some tables. You got some orcs at the bar. The barkeep turns and looks over at you. Ho there! If you want something to drink, I'm the one you talk to.
Okay, I'll make my way over here.
As you're walking past the orcs, they like look down and just sort of growl at you, looking at the little halfling. Now, what can I get for y'all? I haven't seen you around here before.
Oh, we're just passing through.
Where are you headed to?
Honestly, don't know. We're just going where the road takes us.
Yeah.
Well, that's
You happen to have any
interesting.
food?
Well, my name's Lester John. I'm the purveyor and barkeep here, and I absolutely have some food if you've got coin to spend.
I do.
We do.
All right, well,
Take an
I'm
ale, or
going to
from
require a little proof. We get a lot of ne'er-do-wells in this area.
there. That is fair. I pull out my little coin purse and place and jingle it around.
It's like, very well. What can I get you for?
Right?
We've
How
got some
much are
fresh fish just caught early last night.
Oh, perfect. How much for
That's
2
great.
plates of that and 1 thing of ale?
One mug or a pitcher?
Mug, please.
We're probably looking at 1 silver.
Okay. I place 2 silver down.
Well, thank you very much. This orc here sort of looks over as you're putting the money down. He's like, how about you buy us a drink, halfling? You've got the money to spare.
I don't pay for ne'er-do-wells. And I
Oh,
don't
really? Ne'er-do-well. Well, I think your stature says you're ne'er going to do well here. I actually can't turn him for some reason. He's not letting me. Just know that he's facing you. He doesn't have his back to you as he's talking to you. How about you buy me and my friend here a drink, and I'll leave you to your busy day. I'm sure you've got, like, trees to climb or holes to dig. I don't know what you people do.
As you don't know what I do, I don't know what you do.
I
I have a little
drink.
keep
He
that
sort of
way.
grins with it, missing a bunch of teeth.
And that's probably why you're missing teeth.
Well, are you a dentist or something? You gonna buy me that drink?
No.
He pulls out a dagger. Shh. I think you might want to reconsider that. And from the bar, the barkeep Lester's like, all right, put it away! No violence in my bar here! You know better than that. Sit on your seat and mind your business. You want to fight, you take it outside. And he turns and looks down at you. I think we should take it outside. What do you say, little friend?
How much do you like your cock and balls?
I think I would like to cut yours off. What do you say we go outside and see the outcome?
Well, if we do that, I'm gonna make sure you die choked cocking nuts.
You talk real big for such a tiny little boy. Come on, stand up.
Very little for a big man.
Walk out the door. Let's find out.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right, his buddy comes out too. You see a bunch of people like, whoa, there's going to be a fight. Come on, come on, come on. He steps outside. You see a few other people walking outside. You might be in the wrong place for that. So as soon as you both walk out, it's initiative. I can't turn mine for some reason. I can't even turn yours. I don't see your thing either. This is weird.
Wait,
I don't like that.
Today's been a weird day.
Yeah, it has. This whole thing has been kind of messed up for some reason. All right. So
Where did
I'm going
you
to
guys
add
go?
him just right south out the door.
Oh, okay. I went the wrong way.
Let's see.
Oh.
All right, I'm just going to use the actual thing here. So he's got a 4 for his physical. He's going to just bring his dagger down at you. What are you going to do?
I'm going to use magic to make a vortex of wind around each of the hostiles' heads and force all the lung or oxygen out of their lungs and force them to suffocate to death.
Okay. That's way too much power than you have able to do. First, you can cause points of damage, but you can't insta-kill. So, if you want to cause damage with that same effect, for each person, it's going to take one of your focus points to do 2 damage to them. And so for 2 people, it would be 2. For 3 people, it would be 3, so on and so forth. But you wouldn't be able to just insta-kill them like that.
Okay, that's fair.
So what is it you want to do, and who specifically are you doing it to?
Aelene, do you choose to stand there, or is that just where you place your character?
I just moved myself outside. Tell me where you.
Well,
want me
this
to
is
be.
where you ended during this
Yeah.
situation, so that's definitely where you are.
Oh.
So who were you targeting, Bosco?
Which one's the one that is swinging their blade at me?
That one.
Okay, I'm gonna make the blood vessels in his cock and balls explode.
Okay, so you're doing the 1 focus of damage to him?
I'm doing 2 focuses because I want to make sure this hurts.
Okay. All right, so your mental is what?
It's 6.
All right. And Aelene, are you going to do anything?
I am going to have both my little daggers ready in case other people decide to get involved, trying to have his back. Really don't think this is a good idea, but here we are.
Okay, so you pull out your daggers. This first one is obviously going to be trying to bury his dagger inside of Bosco. The other ones are going to be reacting as well, since you came out instead of and pulled out your 2 daggers. They're going to be focusing on you. So 2 of them are going to be on Aelene. The other 2 are going to be on Bosco. And they're just going to be straight up cutting with their weapons. So they're all at 4. So Bosco's using his spirit, so his mental, he goes first. So you start casting, and you hear them scream out, "It's a caster! They're illegal! Kill him!" You know casters are not supposed to be around. So he's going to do his best to resist. Go ahead and do your mental check with your spell. Oh my gosh! He actually resisted. That's very shocking.
Oh, no.
So as you do your best to use your magic against him, he sort of rejects, just forces his mental prowess, and he brings his dagger down. Aelene, you're actually first before he gets to go because you're a hero. You guys go first. So you see that 2 of these guys are going to be focusing on you. 2 are going to be focusing on him. You heard Bosco casting, but you don't hear any screams of pain or anything that you would have expected. So you said you were readying in case anyone else gets involved. They're clearly getting involved. What are you going to do?
I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get started with this fight.
So who are you going to be hitting with your dagger?
I have one in each hand. Are they close enough that I could, like, try to hit both?
So you mean by throwing them, or because you're 10 feet away from one of them, you're next to one of them. You can attack with both weapons, but you get penalties for doing so.
I'll just go after the one that I'm closest to.
With both the daggers or just one?
Is it a penalty if I'm going after just one?
Yeah, because you would be using 2 weapons. So using 2 weapons is you get penalties.
I'll just do one.
Okay. So as you attack, go ahead and roll your attack. This is his defense. So he ducks out of the way as you go to strike him with your dagger. And now it's their turn. So first we're going to do the one right in front of Bosco. So Bosco, give me your physical dodge as he brings his dagger down to stab into you. You duck out of the way and it sweeps right past you. The one in front of you, Aelene, is going to attack. So go ahead and give me your defense. Oh, wow, he rolled really good.
Oh.
He jabs it into you. You take 2 damage. Do you have armor on?
Leather armor, yeah.
So you absorb 1 of those, so you only take 1 trauma, physical. The other ones sort of jump out onto the dock, and he steps forward toward you, and he's going to try to jab you with his, or he's got a little club. He's just going to try to club you with it. Give me a, well, you already rolled your dodge of 12. No, wait, what was your, Aelene's was a 15. Okay, so he rolls his attack at you. Defense goes to you, so you would ducked out of the way. The second one comes over to you, Bosco, and he attacks. You had already done a dodge with a 12. So his attack actually goes through. You take 2 trauma physical as he cuts into you. Such a big talker! Why don't you back it up with some action? And that's their turns. So we're back to the top. Bosco, what do you want to do?
You said he did 2 damage to me?
Yeah.
So I have 1 trauma left remaining.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have stepped out to fight him, like, to be fair.
I'm going to make them hurt. They wanted...
Okay.
I'm not going to let motherfuckers push me around.
Okay. You had safety inside, though, to be fair. Like, you coming out here is all you. So, what do you want to do?
True.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to control the water to my right to come up and pierce both of them through their torsos.
So you're going to try to harden water to attack 2 people? That's going to take you like 4 focus to do that.
That's fine.
Okay, so how much focus do you actually have now? Because you already spent some.
I have 6 left. Or I have 2 left.
2 left. So 2 after you did the 4? Because you only had 6 to begin with, right?
Yeah, wait.
And then you burned 1 of them with the last attack, so that you had 5 left. So if you can use...
No, because then I would only have 2 because I tried. The only spell I cast today was to burst his blood vessels. So yeah, I have 4.
You have 4 left.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're going to burn those in order to try to strike them both. with
Yeah.
basically ice water. You're gonna have to transmute the water, freeze it as it's coming out to attack. Okay, so your you said you had 4 points left. No, what's your? You haven't taken any trauma, so you're still at a 6 with your mental, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Aelene, what's your plan?
Dagger again with the person next to me.
This person next to you?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, there's 2 of them next to you. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, okay. Whoever I attacked before. Again.
Okay. So let's go ahead and start at the top with Bosco. Give me your spirit roll. They're going to try to resist it. I mean, your mental roll. They're going to try to resist it.
I'm going to re-roll that one. Actually, I'll hold on before. Okay.
Are you sure? I mean, you have to make it. You can't wait to see what the outcome of their rolls is before you choose to re-roll.
Okay. That's fine. I'll re-roll it.
Okay.
Either way, it's going to be better or the same.
And the second one did that. So yeah, slightly better. All right, so you strike them both. You're using, it's 2 trauma for each of them. So let me mark that down. And that's physical trauma on them, since it pierced through them. The water strikes out at them, and they scream out, "Ah! You're gonna pay for that, you little runt!" Aelene, you're up. All right, so you striked out at that one. He got a 14. He ducked out of the way again and avoided your attack. Now they're going to go back in. Okay, so these guys, it didn't even save the damage I just put in there. Oh, this is bugging me. I'm going to have to mess with this. All right, so the one on you, Bosco, that has been attacking you, attacks you again with the dagger. Give me a defense roll. All right, you duck out of the way. The second one goes to slice you with the scimitar. He's also got the same wounds. You had a 12. The tie goes to you. And Aelene, the one in front of you who's not hurt, strikes out at you with his scimitar. Give me a defense. All right, you take 1 more damage, 1 more trauma. And the second one uses his club to strike out at you. And with your previous dodging attempt, you get out of the way and are not affected by him. All right, we're back up at the top. Bosco, what's your plan?
Okay. I'm going to chop the nuts off of the one that I promised I was going to chop his nuts off.
So you're going to stab him with your dagger in his groin?
Yep.
Okay. They're obviously going to be attacking you back with your, what's your physical score?
1.
Okay. Aelene, what's your plan?
Same thing.
Just attack him with your dagger?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Aelene, you are up first. Actually, yeah, you're up first, and then the 2 on you go next because they have the highest physicals. So go ahead and do your attack roll.
Oh my gosh.
Not great. He dodges out of the way. He moves in to attack you back.
Drinks.
He attacks you back. Give me a defense. All right, you take 1 more trauma. The second one goes to smack you with his club. You end up ducking out of the way of that one. You dodged that. And then Bosco, this one physically attacks you. Give me a physical check. Nice. You duck out of the way. The second one moves with a scimitar to come in and slice you. You dodge out of the way of that one as well. You know you only have 1 physical, so you know you can't fight here forever. And the way this is going, it's slowly whittling down everyone. So what's your plan for this coming round, Bosco?
Yeah, attack.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, and the two... Yeah, you did. You...
Not with the
You-
dagger. Oh, wait. No, that should have been for this round.
So that was the Aelene, the two half-orcs. Bosco, you...
That was defense.
Those two. So what did I roll the third half-orc for? That one was for you. Alright, so go ahead and attack the one you're trying to stab. And his defense is 17, so he ducks out of the way. Alright, so for this coming round, what's your plan? Same thing?
I'm gonna pull out my throwing knife and attack him with my dagger and throwing knife.
So you're going to use 2 attacks.
Yes.
Okay, let me be clear about the challenge of that. So let's see. I'm going up to combat here. Here we are. All right, two-handed weapon. I'm sorry, dual wield. So the primary, you get -1 to attack. The offhand weapon, you only get half of the roll, rounded down. So whatever you roll, it's actually half of that. So
Okay.
for your primary attack, it's going to be whatever you roll -1, and the offhand is going to be half of whatever you roll. So let's do your first... well, we'll do that once we do it. So they're going to attack you. You're going to do your double attack. Aelene, what are you going to do?
I can't leave my friend, so just same thing.
Okay. Aelene, you're up first. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh, come on. Ugh.
All right, 13. He dodges out of the way. They're up next, so they strike out at you. The first one gets a 12, so go give me your dodge.
My leather.
You take 1 more damage. Yeah.
And I use my reroll.
What reroll?
Um,
You can burn to reroll 1 6-sided die, and that takes a trauma. Or do you mean your racial
Well-
thing?
since I'm human, I don't take a trauma.
So this is your human ability, where you possess a versatile spirit that thrives under pressure. Once per session, you may use the burn to reroll a die without taking the trauma cost. This represents the moment of pure adrenaline or luck. So this is your only chance to do it without taking trauma. Go ahead and give me a D6, and that's going to replace one of your 1s. So you got a 4 plus 4. So you got a total of 8, and they still rolled a 12. So it ends up breaking through. You take the 1 trauma.
Well, I'm down to 0.
So you just drop physically. You can't fight anymore. You're just completely despirited, and you're not going to be able to fight back at this point. The second one looks down at you and just laughs and moves over to Bosco to attack him. So Bosco, give me your dexterity or your defensive roll from physical. He bashes into you with his club for 2 damage. And then let's
That
see.
is more than what I have.
Okay, so you drop down as well, just dispirited and exhausted. And they just sort of laugh. That's what we
should have just
thought.
bought the drinks.
And they walk inside and just leave you both out here. He said he was going to buy us some drinks. And the barkeep looks at him. He's like, I'm sure he did. So you guys are not unconscious. You're just completely dispirited. You cannot battle. If you want to struggle to stand and move, you can do that. But it's something where all of your, you don't have any like official move because you're just exhausted from the fight. You're just physically defeated. So what do you want to do from this point?
I think we need a room.
You do see that the beach goes on over here. It looks like it opens up over here as well on the left and right of you.
We see a place that we can like hide away.
You would have to move around for that.
Oh yeah. What do you think, Bosco?
My mouse is acting weird. It's not letting me move the map.
This is a cursed stream. Just cursed. Where are you trying to move? I can move you.
Okay. Now it's letting me move the map. So, let's go over here. Let's go to the left where the boats are.
Okay. Are you going to move yourself there or you want me to move you? Okay. So as you guys walk over, you find a little cove. It looks like there's some bedrolls here. There's a little canopy strung up against the rocks. And it looks like there's a dead fire there. But this is clearly where some people anchored in and use as a sort of transport position. But as the river goes out, you know that any sort of vessel that would be anchored in the middle of the river would be out beyond these rocks here. So you can't really see through them at this point and see any anchored vessel, but you know these rowboats are not big enough to travel up and down the river with anything. So they're clearly transports from a larger vessel somewhere else. But you know that this is already a place that someone has stayed in, so it's definitely not a place that you want to be trying to hide out in if people are going to come back to this place. There are a number of boats if you want to take a boat somewhere, or you can try a different place, or you can just take your shot and try to stay here.
Let's take a boat.
Okay. Where do you want to take the boat to? Like what direction?
Just stay within line of sight of the coast, but go out into the ocean.
So just to be clear, it is just a really big river. It's not actually an ocean or anything. But do you mean like up through this way, or do you just mean like straight out into the middle of the river?
We'll take a boat up through the stream, and before we go,
What?
No, I'm not gonna do that. We're just gonna go upstream.
Okay. So I'm just going to grab your characters and move them. So as you're going upstream and you get out to this point, you see that it actually wraps around in this direction, but you actually up and off the map to your left, you see that there's a large merchant vessel just poised out in the, like anchored out in the middle of the river. It looks like a very large merchant vessel, and it's just out of sight of everything, just staying there. You see on the side of it, there's some sort of orcish writing on it. Doesn't really make any sense to you guys. Do any of you speak orc?
No.
So looking at it, you're not sure what it says, but you guys know that orcs are not really known to exist around here. It's a very dangerous thing for them to be here. So it's strange, but that also might be a clue. So do you guys want to continue moving the boat up here, or do you want to try to just stay where you are?
Let's move the boat to this little divot.
Okay, you actually see
Right
that
here.
there's a little inlet here. Like it actually opens up into what looks like a bit of a cavern.
point it
Okay.
out. And
We can go inspect the cavern.
Okay. So as you're
See what's
moving in, you see there's a bunch of other boats here as well. A lot of them have crates all on top of them. You don't see anyone, but you do see a whole bunch of crates all over. This is clearly a smuggler's outpost that you've sort of stumbled upon.
maybe this is where the meeting was.
More than likely. Do we see any insignia, logos, or anything like that on any of the cargo?
Not
Like,
from
as
where
we're
you
getting
are.
closer?
If you want to get up and inspect them, you'd have to like move up onto their boats. Do you want to do that?
I think we both have 0 physical, so I don't know.
I do need to use the restroom. I
Alright.
will be right back.
All right. So what do you think, Aelene? Do you want to move further in, or are you telling him no? Let's not head that way.
I feel like we need to find a place to rest and restore some points.
Right.
Because I'm assuming, the way I'm understanding it, that with 0 all my physical points are trauma points. I'm not going to be able to do very much, neither is he.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's
we're
true.
very, very vulnerable right now.
So once a day, you can do something called a quick breath, which is basically a 10-minute rest where you just work on yourself and heal yourself, and you both roll a 1d6, and that will give you that much trauma back. You only get to do it once a day, but it is something to get back some trauma. You also know you have that vial of mystery liquid that you found at that camp in the forest. So who knows what that could be.
Be a good drink for it. Okay.
So there are some things you can do without doing a full day's rest.
Yeah. And it has been a while since we've had anything to eat or drink, too.
Yeah.
I imagine we're both getting thirsty, and it's probably looking better and better. So I am going to test it and see what happens to me.
You're gonna
before I
drink it?
offer it to- yeah,
You're
before I offer
brave.
it to him. I'm gonna test on myself.
All right, so you pop the cork and you smell it. It's got a bit of a floral note to it. Maybe like a
Promising.
little berry back end or something. You say, here goes nothing. You take a swig. It looks like almost half of what was remaining is now gone, and you actually get 2 trauma back. You just immediately feel better. It just floods through all of your veins, and you just feel a little bit more alive. You're just like, yeah, oh, wow, that's really good. And then you're like looking at it again. It looks like there's only one more drink in there.
Okay. I know that if I drink the other half, it'll put me back to full health, but I'm gonna offer it to Bosco.
All right.
Let him know
What?
this has restored me a little bit. You should drink the rest.
The mystery bottle from the woods.
I just drank some of it, and I didn't want to tell you until I risked it, but it was good, so. It
No,
restored
seriously, it's good.
trauma.
Try it. It's definitely not urine.
Drugs.
Does he trust me and drink?
Well, do you?
I'll drink it. Why the
You
hell
should
not?
see that I look a little more physically restored.
Yeah. I mean, some of your wounds have started to close. So you'd get 2 physical trauma back from drinking it. It's all empty at this point. You guys, and I was telling Aelene about this as well. I feel like I'm always saying your name wrong. But you can do a quick breath rather than taking a full night rest. It takes 10 minutes. You roll a d6 and you get that much trauma back. So
Do I
it's
do
up to
that
you whether you want to do it or not. But you always have that as an option.
We could do that now, or we could save it.
We can do that now. I'm also starting to realize the issue with spellcasters in this one.
Well, you shouldn't be going toes with people. You're a spellcaster. You keep getting in melee with things.
Well, it's either get into melee or just sit in the back line and go la-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. And do
I mean,
nothing.
you are a caster. You know, staying back and striking them with magic is your bread and butter. I mean, you have Aelene there as the fighter. You know, she's the
I rolled
physical.
the lowest I could roll.
Oh no!
Still.
It's still one. So go ahead and roll your d6, Bosco, and get your trauma back.
I get it.
Restored.
It's not nothing.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys have a total of 3 or 4 back, respectively. And you've just been sitting in this boat in the entryway to this hidden hideout. And as you're sitting here, you can actually hear, clearly coming from where you guys started, it's like, where the hell's my boat? What happened here? Like some sort of like yelling that's echoing across the river back, you know, around the corner to you. So you know someone knows that their boat's missing. What do you want to do?
You want to hide among the cargo?
Sure.
Go ahead and move yourselves to wherever you want to move to.
Okay.
I'm just following him.
I would probably hide myself, like, underneath these bags.
Okay, Aelene, I don't think you're going to be able to fit back there with him.
What about over here?
Okay. So you go back there and you're doing your best to hide behind a bunch of barrels and crates, moving stuff aside. Give me a spirit checks for both of you to see how well you're hiding yourselves. Nice. Okay. You're doing
The
good.
first spirit check for me that doesn't suck.
I'm still trying to figure out why I can't select and like move. This is bothering me. All right, so I'm going to refresh this really quick. Sorry, it cut off the audio as well. I'll get it back really quick here. There we go. All right, that fixed it. Okay, so as you guys are in here, you're sort of hiding. You hear nothing from further within, but you know it goes further in. I actually forgot to put a door up right here. Hold on a second. There's a door right here I want to add. That I forgot to add. There. All right, so as you guys are sitting here waiting, you see a couple boats coming up the way you did, and they see the boat that you took in, like, hey, that's my boat! Someone took my boat! And you actually see a bunch of not just the other patrons, but some of the orcs coming up. So 2 different rowboats are coming in, and as they move in, they're like, someone's in here. Someone took that boat. Are you sure you didn't just forget? You know how forgetful you are. You know I didn't forget. We were over at our camp in the little cove, and the boat's clearly missing. Like, I don't know. I think you might have forgotten. Look, we need to get these crates unloaded, and these orcs get back up on the docks. They're like, yeah, you definitely need to get the crates. We need to get moving and get out of Bressus, so hurry up. So you see the humans start grabbing these massive crates together, lifting them out and moving them and setting them down, and they drag them back into this main area. Aelene, you're doing your best just to hide down and stay out of the way. Bosco, you're pretty confident just laying down with all this other stuff in front of you, like foodstuffs and sacks and barrels and stuff, that they don't see either of you. They finish unloading all of the wagons, and each of these orcs gets in one of the wagons and rows it back out of the cove. And these pirates, now that they're in here, like, all right, let's go ahead and take it in the back. We need to make sure that this stuff is really hidden, out of sight and out of mind. We don't want anyone to find this. Like, yeah, after what happened with the doggone church, that was ridiculous. You thought that was crazy? You should have heard about the forest. Like, oh, what happened to the forest? And their voices sort of echo into the other room as they're talking about spiders and stuff like that. So the orcs have all traveled out of the cove. I'm going to go ahead and put them in a different layer. You know there's three, at least you know there's three of the gang members inside this door that they just passed through. They brought these massive crates with them. So you know that it was orcs from the north that delivered these crates. You can probably guess what's in the crates. You know where the crates are. You know where the pirates are. Are you going to stay where you are, or what's your plan?
I think it's time for us to leave. We got all the information we needed.
Well, you don't know where in the north it's coming from.
I doubt we're going to get that information.
But that was the initial request that they were trying to find out, that your handler sent you on, is to find out where in the north this was all originating from. And that's what's led you to the alchemist, which led you to the pirates, which then led you here. So it's all to try to find a location.
The orcs have a location up north?
Well, there's a whole nation, Locaston, up north, which is where the orcs are from, which is why it's so contentious that they're smuggling drugs down here, and we know the drugs are used to extort the actual government and military here. So if they could find out the source of this smuggling, of where the drugs are coming from, then they could have the Bressus military triumvirate go up there and stop it, which would then free up a whole lot of people that are being blackmailed and potentially curb any problems that are happening. And so if you just need to find where that orc's ship is originating from, and if you can find that out, then you can go back to your handler and mission accomplished.
So we have one of two ways to go about this. One, take someone by surprise, interrogate them, and then after we get the information that we kill them. Or B, become stowaways on the pirate ship and figure out which port they dock on.
And you know that would be the most dangerous option. Being a stowaway on an orc's vessel. So are you guys communicating to each other across the way?
No, I would
Okay.
make my way over to her and say this in a whisper tone so that only her and I can hear.
All right, go ahead and give me another stealth check as you're moving out of your hiding place and moving over there.
Are the lids like sealed, or could I just like lift it up and peek in real quick?
Of these
assume
barrels
we know
and
what
stuff
it is, but-
that you're around,
Yeah.
most of these are nailed shut. Some of the barrels you could probably pry open really quick, but you're smelling through the barrels. There's fermented foods in some of them. Some of them is clearly wine. This looks like it could actually just be supplies for the inn. Like,
Oh, okay.
I mean, it could also just be smuggled goods. You don't really know, but
Different from what they just took down the
yeah, it's
hallway?
different from the crates that they took into the other room for sure.
Too bad there's 3 of them in there. Do we have a plan?
So as you guys are talking, just whispering to each other, you actually hear the voices getting louder as they start coming out. Like, all right, hey, how about we go get another drink before we have to head out tomorrow night? Like, yeah, that's a great idea.
As I hear them, I'm going to quickly make my way over here and duck behind the stacks.
Oh, I thought you were hiding with Aelene. Okay.
Oh no.
So as you're ducking and hiding, give me one more stealth check as you're moving from that place to the other one. Nice. All right, so you see them get in one of the rowboats, and they start rowing off, sort of laughing, making fun of each other, and just, joking around like people do.
Did we just lose our boat?
There's actually a couple other rowboats here.
Okay.
That would be funny though. So as far as you guys know, you're the only ones back here right now. You haven't seen or heard anyone else.
Do you want to investigate or?
No, there's nothing left to investigate here. We already have our information.
Okay.
The only issue is getting the information on where in the Orc Nation.
Which would be
Is it
the
coming
investigation
from?
part of it, right?
Well, yes, but I'm talking about for this location in particular, there's nothing left to investigate.
Well, you know that this is a hideout, that they're smuggling goods to and from. So you don't know if there's anything here or not. Like, there could very well be more stuff here.
Oh, more than likely, without a doubt. But we already have the baseline answer of where they're smuggling from.
What is it?
Here.
Oh,
They're
no.
smuggling stuff here.
This is not
We need the northern source.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we need the northern source, but they're smuggling stuff from the north to this location. And we have that answer, so now all we have to do is figure out where in the north.
Ooh, I wonder if we could follow him back. Well, I don't know how to hide on the ocean, though.
I highly doubt we'll be fast enough to keep pace
Yeah.
with the full ship just by rowing.
Yeah, but they gotta go back at some point. How do we get one alone, like isolated from everyone else?
One of the orcs?
To interrogate.
Wait for nightfall, sneak into their room, and hold them hostage by tying them up.
If they draw attention, we're really in a situation, but
I would highly encourage you guys to search this area. I can't be clear enough about this. There's
I
information
will,
that you don't have that this place might have.
I will search carefully, just in case there's.
I mean, you're going to have to
Around.
move through this area because this is, you saw they moved into a different room. Where did they take the goods? Why would they move them from here to somewhere else? What other information might there be here?
I'm gonna peek into the room first.
So it looks like this could be very well like a big party area. There's a stage to the left. There's a bunch of empty tables, sort of a VIP seating area. It looks, just from where you're peeking, it looks like a very large area.
But I don't see anybody.
Not from the door, no.
Well, I'll go in a little further. Look side to side. Still don't see anyone?
You don't see anyone. It actually opens up. It looks like there's probably some other entrances and exits on either side. Another door I'm noting that I did not put up.
I don't see the stuff that they brought back here.
No, you don't.
Okay.
You know they brought it back
So
here,
good.
though, so it's got to be somewhere.
Since she hasn't said anything about there being danger, backed up, or gave any indication, I'm making my way in.
Okay. So as you move around, you see a whole bunch of Aelene, you see a whole bunch of crates sort of piled up there, and it looks like it's haphazard, like it's blocking something. So, I mean, in order to get anywhere further from where you are right now in this tunnel, it clearly looks like it's blocked off. You're going to have to move a bunch of stuff out of the way. As far as where are you happening? Bosco. So, Bosco, you saw some stairs right here. You saw, of course, the steps going up to the stage, and then you see there's a door right here.
I'm going to peek my head into this room.
So as you slowly open the room, you actually see a table with a map on it. You see the crates that were brought in here, and you see a couple other like chests sort of lining the walls.
I'm going to take a step inside and I'm going to look at the map.
You look down at the map, and it looks like a map of Fall Lest, actually. As you're looking down at the top of it, you can see you guys are right here. If you zoom in, there's a marker that's stuck right on the map, right here. Give me a mental check, both of you. Let's see if you happen to know about the geography up here. Yeah, you're not sure what that indicator is, but you know it's in the border of Locaston.
Would I be able to re-roll that one?
Yeah. So it'd be 15. Still, yeah. I mean, you know you guys could research it. Going back to the Great Library of Dune, you could find out exactly what's there. But it looks like there's some sort of ruins there, and there's some sort of marker on the map of that specific location. So that's probably the point of origin, wherever that may be.
Okay. I'm gonna look to see what else is inside this room.
Okay.
We'll take the map.
As you're sort of looking through the area, you're taking the map?
Yeah.
Okay, so you sort of roll it up and put it away. You look at the crates, and the crates actually do have a marking here, the ones that they took to the back. It has like 3 northern points, 1 southern point, and it's got a half moon in the center. Neither of you, there's no reason for you to know what that symbol means, but again, it's something that you could look up at the Great Library
So like
of Dune.
this. Oh, why is that not staying?
Oh, you're drawing it. Let me freehand it right here. So it'd be
Is it
like
like that?
3 points going up, 1 point going down, with a half moon in the center.
Okay.
don't know
I
if
was
you see
close.
that. Yeah.
I was very close.
So that's basically the symbol that's sort of burned into each one of those casks, one of those crates. And as you're sort of searching around, the chests open up without any effort. You see that there's a scroll in there. You see that there's 2 potions in there. There's a bow, and there's 2 throwing knives in there.
Oh, I'm gonna take the throwing. I look at I'm having a brain fart.
Aelene?
Aelene. I look at Aelene. Here, and I hand her the bow.
Okay.
Thank you. Now I'll take the scroll if he doesn't pick it up. Then
Oh, I'm
we
definitely
can
picking up
each take a
this-
potion.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm definitely picking up that scroll.
Okay. So he takes potion, or the scroll, one of the potions. I'll take the other potion. Bow.
Okay.
What does the scroll say?
So as you're opening, pardon me, as you're opening the scroll, you actually see that it is a scribed spell of wind control. So it actually lets you control the strength of the wind, but it's a 3 focus power, so it's pretty strong.
This will be very useful. This will be used on a rainy day. Is there anything else in this room of note?
Nope, that's pretty much everything.
Okay. Let's make our way out.
What's the game plan?
Take one of those ships and head back to, or head to a location. I can't see them.
You can't see what?
I can't see the world map.
Let's head
well,
back to. where
Oh,
we
to your
were.
town?
Yeah.
Trinicius?
Let's take a boat. Take it either north or south, and then follow the land, or hop off on a decent shore and track inward to Tressus.
Trinicius, yeah. Okay.
All right.
there. We could research that room.
Oh no! Wait a minute.
So
Oh,
as
no, I
you
think I
round the
just ran into-
corner, you see that there's an orc standing there. What was clearly a secret door is now opened behind him, and he is standing there looking at you. Exactly what are you doing here?
You happen to know where a bathroom is?
You won't have to use the bathroom when you're drowning in the ocean. All right, let's get initiative.
Oh my gosh, sorry.
No reason to apologize.
I just walked right in. That wasn't stealthy at all.
All right, hold on. Let me grab theirs. They're at a 4 for their physical. He's going to move over there and try to grab a hold of you. What are you going to do, Aelene?
Try to dodge and grab my dagger.
Okay, and Bosco? You know, you heard what you heard, but you don't see anything yet. What are you going to do?
I'm going to rush in and cut his Achilles tendon.
You should not have been a wizard. You should have been a fighter or something, because you constantly get in melee.
Well, I don't have any spell focus.
That's true. But you could also like throw with throwing knives. Like that is
That still goes off of physical, and I only
right.
have so
But
many.
what I'm saying is, it's from a distance, so they're not able to hit you actively while you're hitting them. That's my point. But in any case, you can on your turn you can definitely run in there and attack him. Aelene, what's your physical right now?
3 because I have 1 trauma.
And Bosco, what's your physical right now?
3.
And theirs is 4, so they go first. So you see him, well, he walks right up to you. He's going to grab you. Give me a physical defense roll as he he rolled low. Goes to grab you.
Me or
Yeah,
him?
you. Aelene. You duck out of the way effortlessly, just sort of spinning past him. That's his turn. Aelene, you want to go ahead and do your attack now, or you were dodging out of your way, you said, and grabbing your weapons. So you do that. Bosco, you're up.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15.
Wait, with your movement of your strength of 3, you should only have a 15 max total, right? Of move if you want to do
Yeah.
something. Okay.
So since I'm not close enough, I'm going to throw a.
Keep in mind, you're throwing into melee. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. So roll to hit. We already have Aelene's dodge of 17, so you probably don't have to worry about her. This half-orc dodged with a 17 as well. So you throw the throwing knife. It passes over both of them. It sort of clatters against the ground. Were you using a new one or one of your old ones?
Old one.
Okay. All right. So at the top of the round, he didn't grab a hold of Aelene, so now he's going to pull out a club and just try to knock her with the club. I'm not sure he even saw you since you're shorter than Aelene behind her. I'm not sure he even knows you're there. Aelene, what are you going to do?
I am going to try to hit him with that dagger.
Okay. And Bosco, what are you going to do? Oh, I can't hear you.
You're muted.
I'm going to do what I originally planned on doing and rush in and go and cut his Achilles tendon so that we could interrogate him on what those ruins are.
Okay. So go ahead. Actually, he goes first. So he's going to attack Aelene. Go ahead and give me your defense roll. You got a 13 to hit. So you do your best to duck out of the way. He ends up smacking you. You take 1 trauma instead of the original 2. Go ahead and do your attack, Aelene. Now with your 1 trauma, you have 2 physical left. So you got a 17 is really, really good. He's going to try to dodge, and the first is the one he rolled with. The 12, you end up hitting him. He takes 2 trauma. Yeah, he doesn't have armor, so he takes 2 trauma. You sort of jab your knife into him. He screams out. Ah! You yank it back out. A little bit of blood splurts out. Bosco, you're up.
We don't want to kill him if we're trying to interrogate him.
Okay. Shin, that is 15.
Like shouting out, "Don't kill him!"
Well, it's not 15, but it's basically 15. Turn, and I'm going to non-lethally cut his tendon just to make him collapse.
Just so you know, cutting is definitely lethal. It's not. It's not.
Okay,
He had a 12 dodge. You had a 15 to slice into him. So you cut him for 2 damage. He takes 2 more and he drops down completely. He is at 0 physical. He's just like, ah! Drops down to the ground, grabbing at his leg and his ankle, just screaming out, ah, you little rodent! Ah, you rat! Ah! Oh, why? Ah! Who are you even? Oh, he's just exhausted laying there.
You're in no position to be asking questions. Now you're going to you're going to answer my questions if you want to stay alive, little piggy. So, first of all,
he screams out, help!
I slightly push the tip of my dagger into. You want to continue that?
He just sort of looks at you and just scowls.
Good boy. Now,
Because of that, I'm gonna be watching for anyone coming to his rescue.
Right.
Now,
Ready
so
with my dagger.
what is the ruins in Locastin? What is so important about those ruins? Is that where this Void's silt is
You're
from?
gonna have to be more specific. There's ruins all over the world.
The one that's next to the west coast. The one that has a pinpoint on the map.
The longer you wait here questioning me, the sooner all of my friends are gonna come and get all of you.
Okay, thank you for
I'm
being
assuming
of
you bleed
assistance.
out.
And then I'm going to pierce the dagger into his throat. Okay, let's take the rowboat and head back to Trissus, or
As
Trinissus.
it gurgles and dies, you see the barkeep come stepping through the secret passage, and he looks at you guys, and he looks behind him, and he looks back at you, and he mouths, "Go."
I give him a salute, and I drag the corpse with me.
You're dragging the corpse? Give me a physical roll.
Actually,
Why?
nah. Actually, no. I'm not going to drag the corpse. He already yelled help.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Aelene, what are you doing?
I'm
Going.
following Bosco.
Okay.
We're going to
So
the
you're
boat.
jumping on one of the boats?
Yep, and we're getting out of here.
All right, so you start to
Actually,
sail out as you hear a bit of a argument. You don't hear exactly what's said, something about like, "Let me through." And he's like, "There's nothing here. Someone just killed this guy. I think they probably came back the way just through the secret passage or one of the other exits." He's like, "Move out of the way!" Like they're arguing back and forth as you guys are paddling as quickly as you can out through the cove.
Giving us a head start.
As you guys finally get outside, you hear shouts of alarm and search the area. Get out to the sea. Find them. Find them. So I'm going to need a spirit roll from both of you as you're trying your best to stay close to the shore, out of line of sight from anyone. Nice.
Since their boats are to the south, we will head north.
Okay. You do see that orc ship has pulled up anchor and it's slowly moving downriver. So
That's fine.
it's clearly moving the opposite direction that you're going, but it's also at a distance. No one's actually like looking out and watching for you or anything. Just letting you know that's where it's headed. As you guys skirt across the edge, You're clearly out of line, but you know you have to keep moving just to stay ahead of them, not knowing whether they're going to come up behind you or not as they're searching around this cove. They're clearly going to be taking their boats out as well, and it's just a pure search and evasion situation right now. You guys get to a point of dry land, and you can just abandon the boat and just scurry back toward Trinicius as quickly as you can. You know that you can visit the temple of, the Great Library of Dune in order to find that geographical information. You might even be able to find information on that symbol, or you can head straight back to your handler and report what you've discovered thus far. What do you want to do?
I'm going to go to the Great Library. And
Yeah.
we're going to.
I would like to come to him with more information.
Okay.
We're going to find out what the 4 lines and 1 crescent moon mean, and we're going to find out what the runes are.
Yeah. Okay. So as you go up to the library, you know no one's after you at this point. I mean, you've clearly evaded them way before you even got onto the King's Road. As you start heading up into Trinicius, you're going district after district. You end up at the Great Library, and you start asking the Jean Order for a little assistance, the librarian people, a little bit of assistance about, this area and where you can find maps and information on it and these symbols and stuff. You eventually get information saying that the ruins are actually called the Ruins of Roquois, so RO-KWA, and the symbol is actually an orc. What's that?
RO-KA.
Oh yeah, here, let me just put it in the Roll20 chat.
KWA. Okay.
And then the symbol is actually one of the orc tribes of Locastin. It's the Gatsu tribe. That's clearly the group that is initiating the trade, or at least claiming the trade. And they're all operating, seemingly, if that map is correct, out of the ruins of Kwa. This is incredible information that you've been able to discover. And at this point, when you return to your handler, giving all this information, he's incredibly thrilled. He is complaining about this aching that he's had in his sort of kidney area on his back the whole time that you've been gone. He's just been worried sick about you. He's like, I should probably go check out that, oh my gosh, what's his name? Cole. See if I can get something for this ache in my back. Anyway.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Actually, on that, if you're willing to pay us 5 silver, I have some of that stuff.
I'm going to pay you for this mission. That's not good enough. He's like, all right, I can give you 5 silver more. He opens it up. He's like, ooh, a little pungent. He starts rubbing it on his sort of kidney area. He's like, oh, that's not bad. Thank you very much. All right.
There's more where that came from.
No, that's great. All right. So how much of that void silt pouches did you guys take from the forest?
We said all.
So there's 15 of those small little pouches.
That we took all 15.
Okay. All right, so now that you're in town, you have time to examine and research the stuff that you had picked up. So the throwing daggers are magical throwing knives +1, the 2 of them. The bow is a bow +1. It doesn't give extra damage, but it gives extra attack. So you get a +1 to your attack. What else? The 2 potions you picked up were potions of health. And the scroll was a scroll of wind control, you already knew. Let's see, what else did you grab? You know that it's the void silt that's in all those pouches. That map is a map of Trinicius, just marking that one ruined location. I think that's it.
Aelene got the bow.
Mm-hmm.
So our future selves have these in our inventory?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Yay.
And this is the first health potion you guys have ever come across. Like, none of the other guys have ever seen that. I mean, that's going to be a big deal.
thing we drank?
That was a potion of health.
Oh, okay.
And you said it was 3 focus?
The scroll is yes.
Or the scroll.
Yeah.
I'm not a magic user caster, but if it was needed, could I do that spell using 3 focus? Or
The
use
scroll?
The
No.
I guess. Okay.
No, you would have to be able to use magic to do that.
Okay. I assumed that, but wanted to check.
Yeah. All right. And that is the adventure that I had for you guys. That was it.
So, out of curiosity, is it 3 focus to use, or is it just on focus?
Oh, no. It contains 3 focus of power. So
Okay. I just
you
wanted to
use
confirm
it,
that.
and its effect is worth 3 focus of power.
Okay.
I know we've never used scrolls in this system before, so totally understandable. All right. And then, your future selves are going to have all your stuff. You've learned more than you knew before, especially about, who is actually starting all of this. And hopefully we don't have another one shot before we can finish this doggone adventure. But, if in the future we ever want to revisit this, we could totally do like an overland exploration to those ruins and try to stop the drug trade into Bressis and all that type of stuff. So it could be a pretty interesting adventure. But yeah, for this one shot, thank you guys so much for joining. You didn't make it easy, by the way. You kept going the opposite direction that I suggested you go constantly.
Isn't that the whole point of D&D, to derail?
No. Well, yeah, I don't mind derailing and that, but I was just like, man, you were right there. You were right there. Yeah, if you would have talked to that guy, and even like with all his wounds, given him that unguent, he would have told you about this place. And so you would have immediately just been able to come here just from him without having to find all those little notes and stuff. And then, if you would have left here, I would have just ended the session without searching this area. I was just like, oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. Like
Talking is not my strong suit.
It's okay. All right. Well, thank you all so very much for watching today's DL6 Northern Source DireLands actual play. Consider subscribing to this YouTube channel, liking and commenting on the video. And as always, remember, the evil spelled backwards is live. So get out there, have a little bit of fun, and be evil.